is gone, they've been trying to factories keeping babies alive, selling their body parts. But more you need to know about these people. I go out and face this storm. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, "We love Satan, we wanna eat babies." And I've them on video. Killers in the creepy weird sex out man. Just leaves them a sanguine with a creepy with a one up. His mother wears a little for it. What the hell? The mother of the born is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her in a moment, just think. Get a whole town called Pop Belly Goblins, hobbling down, coming after us. Still gets close to the evil and the feeling cool. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice how it's rising up against you. Millions of foreign people in the very worst track and are so pissed.
The aftermath, the single is all rap. We should be a law. Proving that you clitoris snaps. Cause the left didn't stop it with the goblins potted. Oh, it's Hillary Clinton. She's a literal pop belly goblin. Hobbling down, chasing after your mama. Let's go give it to you. Subscribe for more. This is the motherfucking info war.
You know, whole town called Pop Belly Goblins, hobbling down, coming after us. Still gets close to the evil and the feeling cold. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice how the self rising up against you. Millions of foreign people in the very worst track and are so pissed. I'm gonna stop your daughter at the mall. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We're gonna stop your wife, your son. Ooh. We're gonna stop you with a butcher knife. And the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, that's so good, oh, that's so sweet. Still gets close to the evil and the feeling cold. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice how the self rising up against you. Millions of foreign people in the very worst track and are so pissed.
He's got a freaking spinner, and he's not a beginner. Got me dancing around like I'm a wild gorilla. Get the crew in, get him all a spinner too. He's the king of the beats, coming back at you. Don't lose this, it was gonna be lit like a spinning back kick to a globalist dick. It's time for the war to go underground with the InfoWars crew picking up the crown.
Still gets close to the evil and the feeling cold. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice how the self rising up against you. Millions of foreign people in the very worst track and are so pissed. Hashtag spirit cooking.
I don't want to see him kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins, succubus with goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins, ingratiating goblins, in bed with a goblin. Dump it. Charging into a goblin's nest, some goblin vomit and slop and blood on it, especially up to his ankles. Trump charging into a goblin's nest, some goblin vomit and slop. Goblin vomit and slop. I'm not expecting him to not get dirty slop. Seeing goblins, shading goblins, succubus with goblins, in bed with a goblin. Seeing goblins, shading goblins. I just want to catch him in bed with a goblin, in bed with a goblin, in bed with a goblin, in bed with a goblin. I just want to catch him in bed with a goblin, bed with a goblin, bed with a goblin, bed with a goblin. paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive. You're selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin, and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we want to eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy, weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap, we don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
I was watching Fox News as I worked out this morning.
Listen to the radio host, Alex Jones.
It's Alex Jones.
Beck, boom, everywhere. Glenn Beck. Mark that spot. The plague lies there. The enemy. There's nothing worse. Little minion. This little gremlin. Beck's not even a goblin. He's a gremlin. Glenn Beck.
Glenn Beck.
And he sits there like he's always on a toilet. He's in this little face like he's constipated. Glenn Beck sits there in his chair. He comes on. He's like, where's the spot where he's like he's constipated on the screenshot? Like back at the beginning of the video. Because it's so funny how Beck's all constipated. Here, I'm split screen. Here we go. This is what they came up with. Let's hear the creature that they dug up out of atheist, God-hating abortion radio. And let's hear what he has to say.
What is frightening to me is the lack of reaction from
back in the beginning. What's frightening to me, it's all calculated. He scripts with actors and hops around, big candy ass. I'm talking about Beck. I'm so scared. He's like, so everybody's supposed to be scared now. So dumb. Here it is.
What is frightening to me
Everyone
is...
hates you, but the dumbest people. Look how pathetic he feels. Like, ooh, we have the moral high ground. Here it is.
What is frightening to me is...
I'm sorry, back at the beginning. I mean, just because I want to see that constipated look again.
What is frightening to me is...
This is too sweet. See, he is such an arrogant piece of garbage. Let's finish the clip.
What is frightening to me...
You're a bad person. You're a bad person. You're a bad person. You're a bad person. Piece of trash, in my view. a pioneer. I'm an explorer. I'm a human. And I'm coming. I'm animated. I'm alive. My heart's big. It's got hot blood going through it fast. I'm here. I'm here. This is a human. This is what we look like. This is what we act like. This is what I am. This is what I am. This is what I am. I'm setting fires everywhere. And humans are turning on everywhere. And we're going to get our metaphysical hands around your stinking necks. Make no mistake, parasites. John, we're going to break here. When were you arrested? Okay, I get.
Come again?
Holy hell.
Came on cable access and hung out, or what your actual employment was?
I come on public access and hang out. I'm on 24 hours a day, they say.
Yeah, pretty close.
Well, I can assure you I don't make any money off public access. I can guarantee you that.
Well, you guys have a good one.
Hey, appreciate that call. Hello, caller. You on the air?
Yes, Alex. How you doing?
Pretty good.
I was just kind of curious if it's true that the police can have laser or infrared beams, if you want to call it, and they can project those into your house to basically.
Yeah, the Austin Police Department's last time I heard has 20 units with infrared. If you have enough of a heat source in your house, it'll pick up the heat source and show a signature. It's called flare. It's infrared or heat signature, and we didn't play all of the cut from the Lear News Hour.
How are we doing, guys? Thank you for tolerating the intro. That's something new we're going to be doing. I mean, there's like different hours and whatnot, and I've got like 5 or 6 different feeds that me and Austin have been working on. But we're going to do the Jones edits, you know, in the same way like Fuentes, I'm not going to do it like he does it, where he like makes you watch like a 5-hour video loop of like the same 45 to 50 minutes of footage over and over again. I'm probably going to keep it to just 2 hours, like one in the beginning, one at the end. That'll start at 7. So you don't have to join the show until 8. The show won't actually go live. Thank you so much, Jack. Really appreciate it. Yeah. I'm like the turtle in Rango. I control the water. Stuff like that. But yeah, so it's very key to remember that I'm going to be live in the morning from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. We are launching the American Journal Rumble on Monday. I'm going to get Harrison to post about it. I'm going to get everyone else I can to post about it. We're going to do the full promotion, and it would mean a lot to me if you guys out there know people that were watching the show and dropped off because they didn't know where to find it anymore. Please tell them I'm live every single weekday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Only reason why I missed a couple days last week, I got a very sick older grandpa. So I think that's valid. Also, just a ton of work going on, and kind of the theme of the last few shows has been talking about the economy and talking about like the impetus or just like the outrage that like we feel against the people that are very rich and have careers talking on the internet saying that it's all fine and that you have to suffer it, short-term pain, long-term gain, all of this garbage, right? But, you know, I feel like I have gotten a little sucked into the war narrative. I was thinking about this today in the car. I was like, how many times have I heard the words Strait of Hormuz over the past like 2 months, really the past like year or so since the 12-day war? Because that's the first time I ever heard mention of it. I was completely ignorant to it before then. I don't know, like probably like 100 times a day, maybe more. Like that's a conservative number, honestly. Like, that's not even correct. Probably like 150 times a day because I watch Judge Napolitano every day. I watch Glenn Deason every day. I watch Dialogue Works every day. I watch InfoWars every day. I like pop in and out of all these different shows. I'm really probably just like you, only worse. Like whatever you think like your news addiction is or your social media addiction is, like trust me. Like the monitoring the situation stuff, when I found out that Polymarket was going to open those bars where like you just go hang out and watch the world burn, like I understood finally truly why Jesus had to go into the temple and throw over the tables. Because like it's you're making suffering cool, you're making abuse cool, you're making fraud and robbery cool. And it's not cool, it'll never be cool. So yeah, so I got a little sucked into the war narrative, you know, over the past 2 months because things are blowing up. Things are getting prohibitively expensive here. No one can afford to buy anything at all. And like I can't even afford to pay rent. So like I'm going to do some supplement plugging tonight, and I'm going to show you. I have like 20 teens prices. I have like the same price on Knockout Sleep Support available at 50%off.com that I've had or that we had in 2015, which is like $30, right? And that was like kind of more expensive then. And like that's an incredible budget deal now, which is crazy to even think about. So we're going to talk about that. But the thing that had really slipped my mind, the thing I hadn't been thinking about or talking about recently is the data centers and what's going on there. And don't get me wrong, we're going to do war coverage. And I'm probably going to lead the show off with war coverage, whatever. And I'm not sure if Anthony will join me, but we're going to do data center coverage. And I just want to just highlight the complete lie of the climate change people. I mean, where are you? Where's Greta Thunberg? I know actually she's probably pissed about all this stuff too. And that's why, you know, she's been like kind of, you know, persona non grata or been removed. You know, you don't do the Palestinian aid flotilla. No. We punish you for that. Oh, you want to save the polar bears. Oh, that's cute, little girl. Just sign on to our globalist program to deindustrialize the West and import the third world. Oh, you don't like the data centers? You don't like us killing Palestinians? Get the mushroom treatment. Get put in the dark and get covered with manure. As I learned that from Larry Johnson. I love that, the mushroom treatment. So funny. But I mean, yeah. So like, here's the thing. If you're like an environmentalist, if you care about the environment at all, which I would consider myself to be a pacifist, an environmentalist, a constitutionalist, all these things, right? Because it's actually a cool thing. You know, let's say it's like a soft thing or a naive thing. It's actually cool to care about these things and care about the environment. And whether it's the bioengineered alpha-gal tick thing and all these tick boxes appearing across the country, or whether it's a 62 square mile data center built by Kevin O'Leary, it's all evil. It's all bad. And I think the public recognizes it. I've got to find the video because I'm thinking now, and I know it's somewhere on my feed. I've got to find the video of the people in New Jersey celebrating when they get the data center removed or like they like cancel it or whatever, because like that's the human spirit that we need right now. And I'm sorry to do this literally every show. I probably really shouldn't, but like Andrew Wilson, the quartering, the people that say this stuff isn't possible, just watch these videos and watch what we can all unite around. They go, that's leftist, doesn't allow our values. You know what? If it gets rid of all the flock cameras, if it gets rid of all the data centers, if it gets rid of all the bullshit, can we make a couple compromises, at least at first, be willing to work from a basis of liberty, of caring about human rights, like the Fourth and First Amendment? Oh, no, 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 no. We must support President Blumph as he leads us into like a wood chipper. No, because the wood chipper is not as bad as the other wood chipper. I mean, it's crazy. We reject data centers. We reject wars. We reject insane government spending. We reject all of it. And the corruption, the prediction markets, it's all totally insane and ridiculous. And they're criminals. They're openly, they're criminal actors. And the most criminal thing that they do is they disenfranchise the American people because they steal from the American people to do all this stuff. And the thing is, if you think about the money, it's like 4 or 5 trillion, whatever in taxable income they get every year. And they spend 6 to 7 trillion. I just, these are rough estimates, but I know the numbers are correct. They spend like 1.5 to 2 trillion more than they make every single year. And they've been doing that for God knows how long. So like, it's a no-brainer as to how we ended up here. But keep in mind, they stole from you. They stole from your children. They stole from your brothers and sisters. They stole from your parents, stole from everybody, but particularly the younger generations. And they are all 80 years old and don't give a shit. And the thing that pisses me off is when you got these people on the internet, the Gen X types, the older millennial, I don't know about what age the Quarter and Andrew Wilson are, and they like waddle around and they pretend that the sky isn't falling because they say so. And it's because they're insulated and they live in these, probably mega mansions with all the money and the big bucks. They all brag about how much cash they're all rolling in cash. I say this every show now because I think it's a valid point. What do you have? What business do you have being in politics, being in media, commentating on things that affect average Americans like you and me, but don't affect you when you talk about it? Doesn't that come from, and wouldn't the left call that a point of privilege? Actually, I'm smart. I can criticize anyone from any economic position I'm in because I'm logical and I follow the rules of logic. And it's like, really, Mega? Please? You being serious right now? Like, we all know it's a joke. You're detached. You're all detached. The quartering, selling his coffee, rolling in his bag of beans like Scrooge McDuck. Like, that's not somebody you want to get political commentary or media or even news or takes from at all. Like, I may be imperfect, but I'm struggling just like you. And because we're struggling together, we're trying to find the solutions. And the solutions are very simple. Solutions are age limit, term limit. That's our starting point. Of course, no more war, into the war, divestment from Israel, divestment from Ukraine. All these things are super important. But if we're able to build a broad coalition of people that believe in age limit and term limit and recognize why those things are needed. Age limits are needed because the brain and the cognitive decline, and we've seen what the boomer has done to our government. That's number one. Nobody over the age of 60, 65, we can make that compromise, should be in government. Number two, term limits. Everyone knows going to Washington, getting in politics, House, Senate, government position, whatever it is, you name it, it's all a racket. They leave government, they join a lobbying firm. Then they sometimes go back into the government. They go into the government making like 125 grand. I'm sorry if I don't know the actual number. It's something like that. They make like 120 grand a year and they come out worth tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. When's that ever happened for you? When have you started a small business? I just kind of fell into it and now I'm worth hundreds of millions of dollars. It doesn't happen because you have an environment where there's competition. But there's only 535 of those people in the house. And of those people in the house, like, they all got there for a reason, and they got there because of money. They needed money to even start the process. So they're already bought at the first level. And then you get into like the executive branch and you look at what's happening with Trump and you look at the crypto markets. You look at the tariff betting that Lutnick did. I've got to think about $7 billion in oil futures or something from Reuters. Let me look up the red headline because I got it in my slideshow for today. And I want to wait a little while because I'm still doing my monologue portion. But look at this. Oil price bets ahead of Iran war news totaled $7 billion. Like, This isn't happening for you and me. We're not getting this windfall. We're not getting this news. I guess if you're a psycho and you like track it all the time in the same way you track the stock market, you'd be like betting on the war and doing all these things. We made one bet on the war that I regret. Me and Jack made a polymarket bet, and that bet was that Europe would get involved in some capacity. And that was because of the bombings that were taking place on Cyprus initially in the first couple of weeks of the war and the troop movements. That didn't pan out. I regret doing that, and I will never do it again. So, oh, we got Anthony joining me. I'm going to wait a little while to add you onto the stage. Now, what were we talking about? What were we discussing before I got off on that little tangent? The corruption. Okay, yes. All right. Getting back to my newsfeed. The corruption is just multi-layered executive branch, legislative branch. I don't know too much about the judiciary, but you look at all the appointments and whatnot. And basically just for 20 years, it's been insane uniparty, but yet partisan politic where they agree on one thing, whether they disagree on all policy, and that's screwing America. And whatever decision they make, whether they're a Democrat or Republican appointee or Democrat or Republican congressman, senator, president, cabinet official, doesn't matter at all. They're united in their desire to grift and to rob and to rape the country. And we sit here as normal citizens and we deserve the right to know what's going on with the money that we give them. And you know what they tell you? They say, well, Pentagon can fail 7 audits, 14 audits, whatever it is. Yeah, we can't account for $20 trillion in like dark money or fake money. Yeah, we killed 38 million people with our sanctions since the late 90s, according to the Brown University report. Yeah, we bayoneted and sodomized Muammar Gaddafi to death. And Hillary Clinton laughed about it because that's our foreign policy. Like that's what you're dealing with. And then at the same time, they want to tell you, oh no, our guy in this part of the uniparty, the Republican, is different because it's Trump. And Trump better than the Democrat. Trump builds giant flock camera thing outside my house, but he better than Democrat. I mean, the technocracy that we're seeing now is almost as draconian, although not nearly as restrictive, as the stuff we saw under Biden. This is ridiculous. They shouldn't be allowed to build these fucking data centers, man. They shouldn't be given $500 million to do it, certainly. It's subsidized. And when it's subsidized, the government wants to fool you into thinking the government pays for it, but you're the one that's paying for it. It's your responsibility. When did we consent to that? When did we hear about this? When was this talked about in 2020 and 2024? They just go, oh, well, ChatGPT exists now, so you have to give all your rights over. And, oh, all the environmentalism crap about the polar bears dying. Well, AI is going to need 100 times the power of all humans on Earth, so sucks to suck. And it's literally because of what Mike Adams said on the show, like why they're trying to do this, Health Ranger. They're building these things so that they can run infinite simulations of worlds and create entities in a lower dimension to bring them up to ours. And you know what that is? That's a demon. It's like Warhammer 40K demon. They're trying to get into the freaking warp. It's insane. You don't build a 62 square mile facility, a 40,000 acre facility for LLM training purposes, for cloud storage. You do it for something else, something worse, something far more nefarious. I mean, it's so obvious, people. I'm getting a text. Oh. All right. Shout out. Okay. Is that the same text message? Okay, yeah, it is. All right. And then poof, like a birdie, it flies out of my head, my train of thought. I have a little sip of water. Here's the thing. The show is brought to you by a ton of different online stores. Not doing a full plug yet. I'll do the full plug at the top of the hour. I will remind you to check out jonescbd.com. I was at the market today. We did quite well at the market, way on the right side of $500. We want to roll that into doing more things to support the show. I want to tell you about Dreamwave PM. This product has 50 milligrams of full spectrum CBD. It's got 6 milligrams of melatonin, 3.5 droppers, 6 in a full, and 50 to 100 milligrams of German CO2 extracted blue chamomile, altogether. What's amazing about this product is it melts in your mouth. It's made to be taken after you brush your teeth, after you wash your mouth out at night. You put this under your tongue for the sublingual administration. It's incredible. I love it. Jack loves it. My grandma loves it. My grandpa loves it. My dad loves it. Dreamwave PM. Also got the Ultra Green, which is the nano CBD, which means it's emulsified within a lectin layer. This stuff, the reason why I say it has to taste great, it has to taste incredible, is for it to be at least half bioavailable, you got to leave it under your tongue for like 15, 30 minutes. Wash around with some water, get the whole taste in, tastes like tea. It's amazing, right? This stuff is like rocket fuel. Because it's water soluble, it's already like way over 90% bioavailable. My grandma, master swimmer, in incredible shape, still in her 70s. She takes Ultra Green after she gets done swimming. Says it helps her with her back. And then I've got Ultra Chill, which has ashwagandha and theobromine in it, combined with CBD and CBG. All that is available at jonescbd.com. I'm going to go ahead and throw Anthony Graffio up on the screen here. Once he's ready, actually, I don't want to preempt. I don't know if you can hear me right now. How are we doing in the chat? I don't know how to pronounce your name. CRTNYKTHLN. Hey, how are you doing? Glad to have you with us tonight. Patriot Independence, Loud Levin. I'm Mark Levin. I'm in charge. I run your government. I decide. There's my Mark Levin impression. There are flock cameras. Shout out you, Patriot Independent. Mosh Miri, shout out to you. No, I haven't seen the video yet. Patriot Independence. I'll check it out. Yep. Everybody, Sean, what's up? Melanie, what's up? Thank you all for being here tonight. Really appreciate you being here tonight. I don't know if Anthony's ready yet. Let me see. I guess not, but I can keep it on myself. I see him like moving around, but it's like low resolution, like it hasn't loaded in yet. All right, just let me know. Just rejoin. Maybe just rejoin the live. Yeah, I think he's just going to rejoin. And I'm going to attempt to do call-ins. It's going to be a while. I'll be live for a while. I'll be live for 3 hours tonight. So we're going to hang out. We're going to have a good time. Put a little nicotine pouch in. Think about the future. What are you guys excited about? I'm excited about health, getting in shape. I'm excited about the summer, being hot, sweating out all the toxins. I'm excited about maybe being able to convince you guys all to buy melatonin for me so that I can pay my rent and so I don't get kicked out of the warehouse this month. That's what I'm excited about tonight. And the breaking news, which of course we're going to cover here in the second hour. Just waiting for Anthony Graffio to join. Let me text him real quick. I wonder what's going on with him. Because we were at the market today. You selling beef tallow. I was selling the CBD. I was selling the Shroom Force products. And we both did really well. And the thing that I really like about filming with Anthony is we're very simpatico on like being artisans, right? Everything. Okay. Do I need to send you a new link? Question mark. Or is it your camera? Yeah, so he's in now. He's in the game. We had a big problem. We have nobody to distribute the proper amount of news and freedom and information to the people. But we got Anthony back in the game. Just when they thought he was out, we pull him back in. How are you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. What's going on? Yeah, I don't know. My camera like freezes and like gets all janky.
Yeah, I was just checking my audio. Sometimes it skitsos out, man. You're right about StreamYard. It is a little sketchy.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it'll give me a little bit of an issue. I'm not gonna lie, I am also watching the UFC at the same time. So
okay, yeah. Well, we need you to keep us updated. I'm pissed that I'm gonna miss the Buckley fight. I don't think we'll miss the Chimaev fight.
Okay, yeah. The main card is just starting right now. So
really, that's early.
Yeah, what time is it right now? Yeah, I mean, the last prelim just ended, so you probably have like a 30-minute.
We'll be hanging out for a while, and we'll be hanging out with people. We'll keep them updated. So Khamzat Chimaev is fighting Sean Strickland. It's UFC 238.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty epic moment here. We think Chimaev is going to slime him out. We're rooting for Strickland, obviously, but you got to be a realist.
Yeah,
and it's going to be a grapple grape.
Yeah, pretty much
grapple grape.
Strickland says that he can stop his takedowns, though, so we'll see.
No, dude, the way that Chimaev swims on top of people,
it's insane.
Like, dude, it's crazy. And just having the ability to know like where every single part of himself is in space, and like being able to he does like 360 infinity spins on top of people. He can go wherever he wants with zero resistance. Like there is no guard.
Just locked onto your body the entire time.
When he put Drickus in the crucifix, and you're just watching it, that's just a humiliation ritual.
Literally,
that's like Netanyahu and Trump. Like that's the situation that Hamzat. Literally, and people you can hate on it, whatever. I would rather watch him strike, but you can't deny the like that is the like apex fighting style. Yeah, and, he is a top athlete too, like the top athlete. I don't think anybody is as explosive as Hamzat.
For sure. Yeah, people got mad about the last Charles Oliveira fight because it was a BMF fight, and he just absolutely like dominated Holloway. But it was all grappling, so people got mad about that. They're like, "Oh, it's a BMF; they should be punching each other." It's like I really like grappling, so
that's low IQ.
You know what I mean?
Like fighting each other. That didn't make yeah, that's
they didn't punch each other the whole time. It's like, nah.
Yeah, and here's the thing: no one likes the smother grape, but at the same time, like the like smash down KO artist is a very cool style to watch. Really enjoy that, and also the submission artist as well. And Oliveira is very dangerous. However, when you see somebody that can crack like Topuria, and you see what he did to Holloway, I mean, like that is like. If you're a fight fan, like right now, like there aren't many names that get me excited. Like Hamzat Chimaev gets me excited to watch. People at heavyweight, like if Tom Aspinall was going to fight again, that would make me excited to watch. But Ilya Topuria, dude, if Ilya Topuria is fighting, you got to watch that. He is like, he is Mike Tyson.
Like, literally.
He's better than McGregor, in my opinion. I know that's like,
for sure. Yeah, no, he is.
Yeah. He is. It's modern. It's modernized. I mean, the way he's able to shuck Oliveira off of him when he's going for the takedown or he's trying to get him up against the fence. Like I know Connor is like I'm a brown belt or whatever it is, but like it's not the same thing.
Not even close. Nah. And Topuria got power in his hands, man. If he hits you, bro, he's putting you to sleep.
Did you see that press conference with the heavyweight and him?
Yeah. Josh Hockett.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna trauma on your mama, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Alex was just so like this though. He's just the whole time. He didn't even know what he's saying to him.
I think that guy's a real professional. I don't think he cares.
Pereira?
He's like, I think he's like, sure. I think he's like, it is what it is. If I ever fight you, I'm gonna knock you out.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like that's the thing is like when you can slime anybody on the planet out, I don't think you care.
No, you don't. Yeah,
it is what it is. But let's get into the news. So I wanted to play a little bit of a recap with my dad, talking about just kind of war update, news update. I want to play about 5 minutes of this. I want to get into data center stuff and then anything else that you have on your mind.
For sure.
But I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit of this for people.
I mean, we're not going to let our ships get sunk by the Iranians with their little, their drones that they're firing. They don't have a navy anymore. But they bring out these little Boston whaler fishing boats and they try to swarm you. We're going to blow those boats up if they're coming towards our boats. I don't know if that's a red line, but I hope they know it is by now. So if I were one of these Iranians on a fast boat and they tell you, hey, you're
hit pause. It's 12 miles straight or 11 miles at the nearest point. They have artillery missiles. They haven't even used it. They've shot missiles down at the ships. They're starting to. Just, we sunk their Navy. Oh, we've won. Your little Boston whalers, your little. If it's so little, why won't the Navy get within 200 miles of it? If it's so little, the main ships. No. The Iranians have successfully shut this down. Let's not lie about that, okay? Let's not play games with people, all right? That's what Trump is learning here, as the Pentagon told him don't do it and predict this would happen. Easiest prediction I ever made 7 days ago, this would happen like this. I make a lot of hard predictions that a lot of thought goes into. This was easy, okay? That's what pisses me off. All these idiots, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, we have total victory over and over. It'll fall in 4 days. So finish up with him and then go into Mark Levin.
So if I were one of these Iranians on a fast boat and they tell you, hey, your mission is to go after a U.S. destroyer, you're probably not going to survive. I think that's a red line.
I don't think tit for tat's going to really handle it here. It's a good start. And I do think we need to put
Dude, he's doing the anime meme where he pushes the glasses up.
Actually, I don't think the tit for tat will work. We have to do total genocide. According to my calculations, total genocide is required for victory.
Oh, man.
I'm Mark Levin.
Oh, these people, bro.
Dude, when he pops up, it's a problem.
I can't. Honestly, shout out to your dad, though. You definitely influenced him with all this shit. Like, for sure.
Oh, dude, Mark Levin literally ripped off our show intro.
I know.
It's like deep within the command center. It's Mark Levin. Deep within the IDF command center. Deep within the Central Tel Aviv IDF command center. It's Mark Levin. Good grief, man.
Oh, I love it.
Look at this is so weird. This giant American flag pin. It's like the lady doth protest too much.
Yeah, right.
Just get the America-Israel one that Brother Jack Keem wears on Fox News.
Oh,
at least he's honest about it. Like, this is a lie.
This creature.
Like that should burn him like the cross to a vampire.
Yeah.
Well, let's watch it. Good grief. When he pops up, there's a problem, guys.
Yeah,
you don't want Mark Levin on the screen.
Finish up with him and then go into Mark Levin.
So if I were one of these Iranians on a fast boat and they tell you, hey, your mission is to go after a U.S. destroyer, you're probably not going to survive. I think that's a red line.
I don't think tit for tat's going to really handle it here. It's a good start. And I do think we need to put the pedal to the metal, pick up where we left off militarily, keep choking them off economically. And for
by the way, hit pause. Back Levin, back to the start. I want to say one more thing about Rubio and then Levin first. They have speedboats out there because they're going and grabbing any oil tanker that isn't authorized, that isn't Pakistani, Indian, Russian, or Chinese. And they're seizing them, multiple huge oil tankers a day. They don't stop, they blow them up. Blew up a couple of them yesterday. So here's the Iranians taking over huge oil tankers with $500 million, this one, of oil, okay? So they're collecting tolls, they're doing it, but they don't need to send those ships out, those boats to grab that. If they want, they could just sink any ships coming through. But they're letting their stuff get through, not our stuff go through. Okay? So again, Rubio thinks you're stupid. Oh, they're little boats. Oh, yeah. All they got's little boats. No, they don't. They got all the missiles and artillery right there. They want to sink all the ships, but they're selectively going out. They think you don't know strategy. They think you don't understand all this. It was already war gamed.
Facts. And those little boats do damage. Those aren't just like, they're acting like the little tracker boats.
Of them. They have thousands of those little boats, and we act like it's like we have the situation under control. And from the very beginning, it's been quite clear that we haven't had the situation under control. So I'm trying to find a moment in this video clip that I want to play. And the thing that my dad touched on at the beginning of the clip, saying this is the easiest prediction in the world to make, he's absolutely correct. I mean, my dad was in like the Trump stupor. Like we were all like drinking the Kool-Aid, but I mean, he was drinking the Kool-Aid up until the very end there. But when this war happened, it woke him up like Rip Van Winkle. And he's like, what the hell is going on here? Because it's complete, all of it's degenerate. It's totally degenerate. And it's meant to deindustrialize and demilitarize us. You know how they always talked about Russia and how, we have to deplete Russia's military. Well, that's why we have to fund the Ukrainians, is we have to deplete Russia's military strength. And they have this grand strategic victory. They're the ones that are actually able to process the rare earth minerals and make the high-end components that go in the missiles, the drones, the whatever. We are the ones that don't have access to that technology. We're the ones that our stuff costs 100 to 1 on average what their stuff costs. And we think we can win on an ROI basis. What do you think about that?
I think that they're purposely trying to lower, trying to kill people military age to protect the homeland. To be honest with you, that's why they have these wars. They're sending all our good guys over there because when they want to come and invade us, like, you know, we've talked about this on the show a lot. Like Gaza was the blueprint for what they're going to try to do to the Americans. You know? They're just in the way right now. Once they get control of the entire Middle East, they're already showing that they're coming for Argentina. They're trying to take over Argentina.
300,000.
Yeah, they're going to do that in America as well. I mean, they already are. Like our country is Israel. I mean, how can anybody not see it at this point? You know what I mean? Like, Donald Trump is calling for a national day of Shabbat. Like, we're a Jewish country. Yeah. May 15th, he's going to call a national day for the 250th anniversary of America and Jewish National Month or whatever. He's going to call for a national day of Shabbat.
Someone's got to organize a 5K.
Dude, I said I put it on Instagram. I was like, okay, in protest of that, I'm turning on every single one of my lights. It's gonna look like SpongeBob when he's partying with the jellyfish. Like all the electric.
That's funny.
On,
yeah, just have it pulsing. That's nice. Well, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Well, that's the thing. And like, I just have such a problem with the notion that we are this Judeo-Christian nation, because we're not.
No.
We're really, really not. And this nation, like, people are. I'm gonna have to really examine this and go back to the founding documents and go back to the founding fathers. But as far as I'm concerned, like, the people that left Europe, left Britain to form America, they're people like the Quakers. They're people that were practicing, their form of Christianity, and they wanted to be left alone. They didn't want to live under like the Anglican Church in England, for example, or the Dutch didn't want to live under their system. So they came over here. And now we're being forced into, like, we've gone so far down these branches of like Protestant Christianity that they've been able to like create this whole new like Mormonism thing, which is what this all is. It's just like, it's like Joseph Smith meet Donald Trump.
Yeah, exactly. It's like MAGA turning point Christianity. It's like its own
thing.
It's like the Zionist
Dubstep
movement.
Christianity.
Yeah. I mean,
that's that type of thing.
Honestly, you know what we need? We need to
What?
break away from the control of the Jews and all this control that they have, and we have to give it to the Amish. We need the Amish to take control. Like, they got it right, the Amish. Like, they build a barn in like a day.
Well, technology is evil. So
Yeah, they got it right, dude. They got it right. I'm sorry, the Amish got it right.
Yeah, check out this meme from Tim Pool. You gotta say heaven, Tim. You gotta say looking down, not looking up, or looking down, not looking up.
Slop.
But hey, like,
Simple
I mean,
slop.
that's the future that people are getting ready to accept. Even him, he's kind of rationalizing it from a certain perspective. Look at this. So, Anthony, me, how many times have you heard about the climate? Well, how many things, like, just list off some of the things they've told you about how you're responsible for killing the polar bears?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the whole Club of Rome, Greta Thunberg. We've been hearing about climate change for how long now? Even before that, too. Way before that.
Right.
What was his name? Al Dole?
Right.
Like, he went off on a whole entire climate change thing because that was all the Club of Rome.
Right. So it's the worst thing ever. Humans are evil. We need 500 million people. We need population control, sterilization.
Yeah.
No use of fossil fuels whatsoever. But we can build data centers that are going to require 100 times the power of all humans currently on Earth. And sucks to suck. Don't be racist.
Oh, man. Yeah, they put one
You
in
can't
Round Rock.
do this to people. You can't just lie. Like now, like, here's the thing. With Trump, and we'll go back to this for a little bit. We'll examine this because this is a deeper concept. With Trump, the silver lining to the cloud is it breaks the back of the uniparty, even accidentally, by solidifying the uniparty and by making it overt and obvious. He breaks its back and ruins it because people can see it for what it is now. Like, there isn't really a way that you're going to vote your way out of this traditionally, at least.
True. Very
right?
true. Yeah.
And when you look at something like this, you look at these data centers, look at Kevin O'Leary's data center. Kevin O'Leary, he literally goes, well, I have a doctorate or a bachelor degree in what they call the environmental study, or the study of the environment now. And because I study the environment in college, I am authorized to build a 62 square mile data center facility to summon Satan. Like, that is
crazy, bro.
It's insane. It's wild. And you're like, hey, didn't I watch documentaries from Al Gore? Didn't I watch things? And I did watch things in middle school and high school in environmental science, like human beings are killing the planet. They are raping Mother Earth. They are making toxic greenhouse gases to destroy her. And you're like, okay, well, I guess I'm bad. And then they can build a data center like this.
That's insane.
Make it make sense.
Dude, we need to tell all the crackheads on 6th Street that the data centers are made of copper.
Ooh.
Let them go strip it.
Yeah. No, the homeless defense squadron.
Go get all the copper.
Yeah. Go save the Republic. Wow. We're not calling for that. It's just a joke. But we got to be very careful. But here's the thing. Literally, when I was looking at this, it was reminding me of the Lorax.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Of course.
And I realized that Lorax probably means lower axe, as in like don't chop. That's probably the etymology of what that actually. That's just a guess. I haven't seen Dr. Seuss say that or anything. But Like, we need a Lorax. Like, I will be the Lorax. Like, Lorax, I speak for the water and the animals and the people and the land. Do not do this.
Yes.
Like, seriously.
Lorax
This is, they can do this and they can propagandize people to be afraid of the sun god. It should make everyone sick. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, you got to start Lorax maxing.
Yeah, we're Lorax maxing. we're lore maxing.
Lore maxing.
Lore maxing.
Yeah.
Lorax maxing.
Dude, they're all going all over our country too, though. These data centers are going to be in everybody's neighborhood, so be ready for them.
Well, I actually see if you can find this. It's on my feed. People from New Jersey, they were able. You should be very proud of your people. They were able to get one shut down or not built.
I saw
and
that.
Like, you see the moment of humanity with the people where it's such a beautiful moment of like, yeah, we actually fought back against the system. Yeah, we actually achieved something. And like, if we're able to kindle that fire throughout the country politically, non-violently, I don't see how any of this stuff can be implemented, because they're going to need 3 or 4 years to build all this crap. And when the country burns down and when everyone has like truly no money and no options, you'd be like, well, who did this shit to us on record? Because everybody knows, everybody's fully aware of like the oligarchy going on right now, the Zionism going on right now, all of it. Everyone wants to reject it. They just, life is still, as bad as it is, still too good.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, but it's going to get worse. And as it does get worse, people will start to get really angry.
Right. Well, how many people does a data center feed? 0. How many people does a farm feed of the same size? How many people? Hold on. I'm going to look this up. How many people could a 62 square mile? And I know, it's a desert. You can't build it there. Whatever. Imagine he spends the same money at a different place.
They're all over the place. They're building one in Round Rock. Like literally down the street from my mom's house.
Yeah, I think Elon's building one.
Why do we need this shit, dude? What does AI even do for us?
They could feed 78,000 people.
Wow.
But instead of doing that, they build a data center. That's nice.
Disgusting.
That's pro-America, right?
What does AI even do for us, honestly?
No, facts.
Like
100%.
what does it do? What is it?
This is why,
what does it do?
Well, here's the thing. The large language model is actually not the problem. It's just like a proofreader and just kind of like a secretary. The problem is what they like. The large language model is not the purpose of, like, they're not building the data center for that. They're building it to summon a demon.
Yeah, they have to be. There's no other answer.
I'm sure there's data centers that are like smaller and legitimate and whatever. You're not building a 62 square mile facility for profit. Like Larry Ellison, he owns Oracle. He has cloud computing like locked up.
Yeah.
So like, unless you're trying to compete with him, he's probably your buddy, bro. Like, you're a fucking liar. Like,
yeah. It's like CERN. It's like CERN in America.
And talk about CERN a little bit for people.
Well, CERN is the Hydra Collider that's in Sweden, and they've been doing a lot of rituals over there where they're trying to literally play God. They're trying to make the God particle, and they're opening portals. They're doing the same shit. Like, the show Stranger Things is not that far off from reality, to be honest with you. Like, they have these machines, they have these capabilities. Your dad's been talking about it. He went one of the like most viral things when he was talking about on Rogan about the Palantir that they use and the how they summon the interdimensional demons. Like, now they're just doing it digitized instead of taking the old pharmakia and medicines and stuff that they used to do to conjure up the spirits. Now they have the actual technology to do it. A good movie that people should watch because they threw it in our face is, you ever see Ready Player One?
Sure.
By Spielberg.
Sure.
That's what they want to do. They want to create this digital world.
Well, yeah, because you go down in the lower dimension that they control, and then from the lower dimension, they use that data, or they just use that dimension in general to train a higher quote unquote intelligence they bring up to our world.
Exactly.
So you go down the chute and they go up the ladder. That's kind of the transhumanism playbook. That's what Peter Thiel and Curtis Yarvin and people like that believe. Yeah. So you can watch them talk about it, and like they'll do it between the lines. You got to listen for it, but that's what they believe.
Travis Scott. So Travis Scott, when he did the Astro World, when he did the Astro World concert, right?
Or the one where people died.
Yes, he had a shirt on. Look up his shirt. He had a shirt, and it's of a portal. It's of a human walking through a portal, and then it comes out like a demon, like a devil. Like, they show it to us all the time. Look it up. It's a crazy ass shirt.
Why can't they just talk about murder and death and drug dealing? Why does it got to be demonic portals? I guess that's just the next step. Travis Scott,
Astro World
concert shirt demon. Yeah, see you on the other side.
Yeah.
Very-
Like this is all they have to like do these things because it's like the karmic law that we all have to accept, you know. And then
Right.
they bring it to our reality, and then they actually do it. Then they actually create these machines that could bring demons.
This
from
like
lower
Bigfoot
dimensions.
footage because I'm bad at selecting it, but yeah, it's the doorway and it's the demon coming out.
Yeah, it's the portals. That's what they want to do. Is they want to create these portals, and they started it with CERN, and now they're just like becoming so brazen. They're like, oh fuck you, we're just gonna make an AI data center and just like say it's for the AI research that we're doing. It's not.
Okay, what are we where are we at on the fight card? What's going on?
Right now, it's about to be Bobby Green versus I forget who he's fighting, but he's about to fight right now first.
Who is he fighting?
Let's see. I'm about to find out right now.
I forget. I'm blanking because I paid attention to this. And Bobby Green, his chin is so bad.
Yeah, hold on.
He's fighting forever too. To be fair,
He's
he
fighting.
did the name change to King, and it did
Stevens.
not work out. He went on
Yeah.
losing streak.
He's fighting Jeremy Stevens.
Ooh, well, I mean, Jeremy Stevens is old as shit.
They're both old
So,
fucks. Yeah,
Unk
And then-
fight.
Yeah, it's an unk fight for sure, dude. Jim Miller just fought. He got a guillotine.
Yeah, he beat
I forget who it was. A pretty good guy though.
Tuvi or whatever his name is.
Tula or something. Yeah,
Thule,
something like that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I want to take a look at this for a second.
Yeah, let's do it.
We got the golden age. So from 2024 to 2026, remember, you'll get tired of winning. This is what that means when he says that, by the way. We know that now. Groceries up 7 to 10%. You can just double all these numbers, by the way. So groceries up 20%, gas up over 100% for everybody. Like that number is just not correct. Healthcare up 20%, housing up 20%, travel up, just say over 50%, utilities over 30%. It's insane. And there is no explaining this away. There is no, but we're taking the country back. We're doing the jiu-jitsu. There's no mass deportations. There's no end to the war. There's no actual American infrastructure. Like, think about it. Think if Trump came out like the day before we started the war and he said, look, they want me to kill little girls in Iran, and they want me to spend $270 billion because they want $200 billion aid package, and they spent $75 billion so far. It's insane. For this war and future wars, they say with $200 billion. I'm going to spend that, let's call it $300 billion here domestically at home. And fuck the people that tell me I can't do it. I'm Donald Trump. You can't tell me that you wouldn't like, free childcare or something like that, which is like paid for and then some with that amount of money. You can't tell me that like you wouldn't want, to be able to eat or little kids to be able to be taken care of at hospitals. You can't tell me that. Well, I don't want them to get there. They didn't have to work for it like I did. They didn't have to suffer as a slave. Just going to be a black lady eating Hot Pockets on my dime. And it's just like, well, where's your humanity, bro? Like, what are we going to do?
None.
We can fix the corruption within SNAP, within the food stamps, make it so people can buy good quality food with the money. But give them the money to buy food. I'm serious about this. And if that makes me an evil socialist, so be it. But if we live in the greatest country in the world, and in the greatest country of the world, people can't afford to eat, people are out on the street, I don't think so. I don't think that's the greatest country in the world.
I mean, let's just think about it like this, right? Like, how much are we paying our athletes? How much are these baseball players getting paid? Hundreds of millions of dollars.
The UFC guys are suffering too.
Oh no, yeah. We can't pick on them, but like,
go ahead.
NFL, MLB, these guys are paid
hundreds of millions. NBA,
why are they getting paid that much? For what? To entertain the goy? Like, that's basically it. Like
to do the distraction dance.
But that's crazy. Like, that money could literally fix our infrastructure 10 times over. Just
100%.
by paying one baseball player. What's that guy's name? The Asian
border wall. It was $17 billion. Okay. The Ukraine war is that literally 15 times over.
Exactly.
It's a joke. This stuff is a joke, insane, guys. Dude. Like, you deserve the right to not be disenfranchised by your government. And some chud can waddle up to you and say, well, actually, we worked harder for ours and we suffered through the economy. And you don't want to lift those other people up because it pulls you down to their level. Like, that's the faggiest thing ever.
Word.
Like, seriously.
Yeah, this is a joke. This is a joke, but I don't even know how anybody's paying taxes anymore. Honestly, why?
Good question.
Why are we
I
paying
mean,
taxes?
how can you expect people to be able to save money or be able to make payments in an environment like this where their bills double overnight? My bills essentially went up by 1/3 overnight last month.
Yeah, same.
So like my margins, like where I was at, like I was narrowly in the black. Now I'm in the red. And you know what? This is an excellent time because we were talking about all this earlier today. Of course, we were at the market together. We were doing all this stuff. I was there with Shroom Force. I was there with Knockout, Jones CBD, 50% off. You were there at the Ungovernable Project. I want you, Anthony, to tell them a little bit about like our philosophy, what we do when we make these things, because everyone else online, when they read you a code for something or they're pushing something that they don't understand, it's not their baby. It's not their creation in the same way that you and me put together a product. So maybe break down your philosophy a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we were in 90-degree weather all day with the people. We're not getting paid $2,000 to shill some product. We're making this with our hands. We're doing this all with passion, with love for the cause.
Absolutely.
To help people, man, to help people. And like, we want to be out there talking to the people. And like, you're not going to see these influencers that are giving you codes or whatever to go and buy a product that they don't know anything about. They get a little script that they're handed to. Listen to Rex talk about his products. He knows that like the back of his hand because created it.
Absolutely.
He found the special German chamomile that he had to get from Germany, that they weren't even able to speak English to each other. They had to use translator. Jack told me the story that you guys had to use translator to get the blue chamomile. So it's like we make the tallow with our hands. I'm in the kitchen busting my ass. Emily's down there mixing up the medicine. Like we're really doing it. Like we really are out here doing this stuff.
Yeah, and you show your whole process on X, on Instagram. And here's the thing, everyone needs to switch off the toxic seed oils. They're so horrible for your body. They destroy everything. They're so high in all the bad things that make it hard for you to lose fat and to gain muscle. Break that down a little bit. Why is suet so important?
Suet's so important because it's high in CLA. So CLA, you could go buy this at the nutrition store. It's what actually boosts your metabolism that makes you lose weight. So you're getting an satiated feeling instead of that bloat from what seed oils would give you. Plus, it's not giving you inflammation. So it helps with like your pain. And really what our brain needs is fat. Like we need cholesterol. There's a whole entire psyop about cholesterol.
Really quick.
Lied to.
Really quick, I'm so sorry because I don't want to miss a single person. We're going to go back to doing the plug because it's important for people to know about tallow and the supplements. Is the American Journal coming back? The American Journal's been on. I'm live 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. every single morning. This Monday, it'll all be launched. It'll be pushed through all the social media accounts. I can do it. We have the Rumble. We have everything set up. So new American Journal, it's all here. Been doing it, but the launch was super fucked up, and I apologize for that. That's on my end. So we're going to do a better job. I'm going to earn the audience back. We've already got a core of like 4,000 people that have been tuning in for the show. We really appreciate those guys. Know a lot of you guys are in here right now. Here's the thing. I want to be live for you guys as much as I can. So you just let me know what you want me to cover and want me to do. The American Journal is back.
Yeah.
It's live right now, but tell them about the cooking tallow.
Yeah. So like I was saying, it boosts your CLA. So it actually burns fat. It's a fat that makes you burn fat. It's one of the best things that you'll ever cook with. It will make your food taste better. It will give you an satiated feeling instead of a bloat. We have it for skincare as well. Our deodorant.
I got some of this finally. It smells so good, man. I love it.
Wait till you try it, man. It doesn't
incredible. Smell like chemical goo.
Exactly, and it won't give you cancer. It doesn't have parabens in it. Like
right.
It's real all natural products. And then we gave you some Wiseman's gift as well today.
Yeah. That Wiseman's gift, I had run out of it. The thing is, like, the thing that I love so much about your topical products is you only need to use such a tiny amount, and it has this amazing effect where it actually makes you smell like the things in it because you use the whole ingredient. The Wiseman's gift, of course, has frankincense and myrrh and 24 karat gold flakes.
Yeah,
and stuff. Like I put it on. I put it on before we went live. I put a little bit of it on, and I can already feel it. Like I put a lot of it on, really, because I hadn't had it in a while, and it's already almost like halfway completely like gone into the skin, absorbed, moisturized. I can still feel it on top, but like you can feel this stuff sink in a good way.
Yeah.
Let that sink in.
Let that sink in. It's non-cotomagenic. I'll also put it in your beard because the castor oil.
Yeah, no, I do the whole face. I just kind of I do the forehead first, and I kind of just rub it around. And that's been really great because I like haven't been doing skincare, so it's actually really been helping me get rid of blemishes and stuff. You got the berry cherry. I want to show people you got the sunscreen as well with the non-nano zinc oxide. Tell people about why that's important.
Well, all these cancerous products that you're putting on you and your family, you don't want to do anymore. So we make you a natural sunblock. It's made with tallow, non-nano zinc oxide.
We love it.
cocoa butter and real coconut, and it smells
I
amazing.
should have asked for that from you today.
I got you. I got you this week.
I got because I'm.
What happened? Yo.
Itself.
You froze. Are you good?
I'm having a little glitch issue here. Yeah, we're cooked. So here's the thing. These are all 4-to-1 extracts. I was telling everybody, hey, you don't have to buy it today, but just take a photo of the website. Go look up these ingredients. We're talking 500 milligram reishi. We're talking 600 milligram lion's mane, 500 milligram cordyceps. These are all 60 count. So it's a 2 and 1 month supply. A 1 month supply if you want a mega dose, these super powerful adaptogenic herbs and products on shroomforce.com. And like these are just the top rated things you've heard of before. Anthony, you take the Power Drive bundle for working out, for mind muscle connection. Maybe tell people about that.
I love it. It's that locked in feeling. You know, you're having that mind and muscle connection. It's helping with cardio because of the what's the actual thing that it does for the oxygen?
All right, so it boosts ATP, so it boosts mitochondrial function, and it boosts oxygen carrying capacity. So it helps the red blood cell carry oxygen.
There it
is.
is.
Think about that. It improves VO2 max on record, and I have the dose that matches that, so I can make that claim.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I love it. I got to try the other stuff too. I have it all. And today at the market, people are going crazy for Shroom Force.
Sure.
Yeah,
absolutely. And here's the thing. I'm going to implement a blog page across all these sites. I've been a little too lazy on some of them. I had amazing descriptions written out, and it literally got flagged down. I couldn't get up in SEO. You have to use the AI garbage writing. It really sucks. And like my claims were safe. I wasn't even saying anything crazy, but I highly encourage you, beyond even Chat GPT, look these things up on PubMed. Look these things up on Google Scholar, for example, and you can find literally all relevant information. I sell these things because I think it's really cool to sell them. And I really think it helps people's lives. And I kind of zeroed in on something today at the market. I need to sell them together in combination. I don't think I saw them in a combo pack together. The ashwagandha and the golden root, they both lower cortisol, but they have a different mechanism of action for lowering the cortisol. And while ashwagandha, being GABAergic, is a slightly like sedative, relaxing, that's what people like it, anti-anxiety, the golden root modulates and promotes dopamine and norepinephrine. So it's kind of like if you want a daytime caffeine-free stimulant, I would check out golden root. It's going to chill you out, make you feel relaxed, but it's also going to keep you locked in. And then for nighttime, or just rest, relaxation in general, got the ultimate ashwagandha that's GABAergic. So very cool. You can look up the mechanisms of actions of all these things. The most popular item for us today at the market was definitely the ultimate reishi, and the ultimate ashwagandha definitely suggests you check those out, as well as the lion's mane, which really, let me go ahead and zero in on that. Here's the thing. This is like the best deal imaginable on this product. I was selling these in person for $25, by the way. And if you bought 3, you get 1 free. So that's pretty cool for people. I can't do that online. We're going to do a thing here soon where I get a little wheel and I spin it around and get you discount codes, get you free products, figure that whole thing out. But 600 milligram a cap, 60 count, lion's mane for $30, bundle and save a couple products, $20 a unit, unbeatable. And to get the brain-derived neurotropic factor, to get the neuroplasticity, to actually get the positive neural effects of taking something like this, you have to use the dose that's at least matched or exceeds the one they use in the study. Right? Because the shotgun blend, the proprietary blend, the mushroom coffee stuff that you've been sold, it's a bunch of horse manure on the large. I'm sure there's
Bobby Green just won.
What?
Bobby Green just won.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, bet against my picks tonight. Sean Strickland by brutal KO. That's crazy. Did he slime him out?
He choked him out.
Okay, well, we'll continue on with the plug. This is also super popular. I was also selling this at the market for $25. It's $37.95 online. If you want to wait till next month to buy it in person, you can. But here's the thing. You could buy it right now with code CBD. Use code CBD to get 20% off. Use it to get up to 40% off on some of the products on jonescbd.com. Here's the thing you got to remember about this. 6 milligrams of melatonin, which is a super powerful antioxidant in a full dropper, 50 milligrams of CBD, of full spectrum CBD, and then 50 to 100 milligrams of German CO2 extracted blue chamomile.
Can't be that.
This is an unbeatable offer. This is an unbeatable deal. If you take anything for sleep, my goal is to get you to subscribe to one of my products, whether it's Knockout or Dreamwave, and to get off whatever you're taking right now, because I know for a fact it's inferior both in price and quality to the stuff that I sell. And if you guys don't take something for sleep, if you don't take something for relaxation, you don't take something for recovery, my goal is to get you to consider something that's non-habit forming, that doesn't make you drowsy, doesn't make you feel sick, makes you feel great, makes you feel amazing. Get off the cough syrup. Get off the dihexa or whatever it's called. Get off all that stuff that makes you see the Hat Man, the Benadryl, all that garbage. If you want something strong, I sell Knockout on 50percentoff.com. I'm about to show that to you as well. If you want something strong, put this under your tongue for 30 minutes. Like this do radical things for your sleep. It'll send you off to Narnia. It'll send you off to Dreamland. I highly recommend it. Wes just got some Knockout. Really appreciate that, Wes. You are a gangster for that. And I'm going to go ahead without further ado. I'm going to throw that up again. I've got the classic, the time-tested, time-honored, time-proven. If you're an InfoWars viewer of a decade plus, you know this product. You love this product. This product is part of what built Studio Joe. It's part of what built The Office. Knockout Sleep Support. And notice my price has not changed in 10 years. In 10 years of selling Knockout Sleep Support, the price has not increased. So who else is going to do you that honor? Who else is going to treat you like you'd like to be treated? Well, that's my goal whenever you come to any one of my stores. I'm going to abide by that golden rule, and I'm going to treat you like you'd like to be treated, like I'd like to be treated, because we're all a family here. Okay. And this is something to help you and make your life better. If your drug test is looking for something a little bit more mild than the CBD, which is really strong, look at this. Got L-tryptophan, valerian root, chamomile extract, blue chamomile, lemon balm, hops flower, GABA, L-theanine, magnesium, and melatonin. Literally perfect blend you need for sleep. People have been taking this literally for decades and they love it. Hundreds of thousands of units sold under the old formulation. All I did was add magnesium to it and increase the amount of GABA in there. So I just made it even better for people. And that's all available, non-habit forming, non-drowsy, puts you to sleep correctly the right way. You wake up feeling non-groggy, feeling amazing. I've got that at 50percentoff.com, as well as just a number of other supplements as well. You can get Brain Force Plus on here, Alpha Power. When this is gone forever. If you are a classic viewer, if you want a true souvenir of the Info War, get yourself some Brain Force Plus. When it's gone for good, and I'm about to run out. People have been buying this because I've been plugging it. So if you want it before it's gone, I've got it available, 50percentoff.com. Thank you for the long plug, guys. Anthony, just like we're in this marketplace, we're small business people, and we actually have to like swim in the wake of like what Trump is doing with the economy, what's going on right now, just in the same way that people that are working, you know, like we're in the middle class, basically. It's middle class work. And that middle class is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And I think the thing that we try to do, people talk to us about our prices, try to get discounts, try to get deals. We want to work with anybody and everybody because we want you to get off the poison and get on the correct stuff.
Most definitely. Today, you want to tell the story about that guy?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. So this guy came up to us, to my booth to buy tallow, and he wanted to buy a half gallon. He's like, do you do military discount? And I'm like, yeah, sure. You know, why not? Whatever. So hooked him up, whatever. And then I asked him, I was like, you know, no offense to you or anything, but could I ask you, I was like, do you still like represent the military? And what did he say?
I don't remember. It was like, hell no, I don't be on an island or something like that.
Nah, he said that he got kicked out of the military because he
wouldn't take the jab. That's right.
Yeah. He denied getting the jab, and they basically like tried to ruin his life because of it. They like tried to make him wear a mask and all this stuff. They ran him out. And then he said, and I would tell any single person right now that joins the military that you're going to go die for Israel. Straight up, he said that to us.
Everybody knows what's up.
Yeah, everybody shout out to that guy. On. If you're watching, bro, dude. Shout out to you.
Yeah, if they wanted to do a draft, you know how fast I would go to Canada or Mexico? And I say that openly and proudly, by the way.
I'm out.
Like I'm gonna go hang out with Latinas. Like, I don't know what's wrong with you. You're gonna go die for Netanyahu. I'm gonna be in I'll be in the Baja. I'll be in the Baja with Jesse Ventura.
Yeah,
you know, like that's where it was a really smart move to leave before the conflict started. Something like that.
Ryan Madden actually left. Ryan Madden moved to El Salvador. Yeah.
A lot of people moving to El Salvador.
Yeah, he made a video. He took off.
It might be a bit of a tax haven, you know. It might be
something like that.
Damn, I can't find it. I'm looking for it right now because I want to talk about this. Like just like COVID, it's like over 1,000% more than like ever like normally happens. Like the industrial centers, whether that be like petroleum refinement,
Yeah.
Like different like products and whatever, different manufacturing hubs and facilities. We keep hearing of these news like places are on fire. So very clearly, and this is the thing this is the thing that this made me think about, Anthony.
Yeah.
Is like, okay, so we know about the American government, we know about the American intelligence agencies, and when I say I know, I'm like, we know that we don't know. We have known unknowns, right? Like we don't really know what's going on, but we know that something's up, right? We got all these governments, you got Israel, got Iran, got China, got Russia, got Europe, like everywhere, right? We're like, okay, well, like they're interfering, they're meddling. Clearly, like there is another group that goes around and does stuff like this. Like whether you want to say like they are intelligence and they work for one of these agencies, whether that's CIA, Mossad, MI6, whatever, I'm sure elements of that are true. But like, like people would always say, like back in the day, like it's so funny, like having a true knowledge of like just conspiracy history and like not knowing every factoid, but like understanding the flavor and the taste of it over time. Like people like, dude, black people back in the day, the Illuminati, brother. The Illuminati, man. Let me tell you about the Illuminati. And they dropped like a cipher on you, like a 20-minute thing. About,
I was
like,
that guy. That was
and like
me.
some of it would be crazy sometimes, but a lot of it would be spot on. And when you think about the Illuminati, we know about groups like Bilderberg. We know about we know about Bohemian Grove. We know about World Economic Forum and stuff like that. Who are the people that those people are connected to that we don't know the names of? That's the real question. Who are the unknown unknowns in the situation? Who is the real Illuminati? Because the power of the Illuminati is not being some like cult ritual group. It's the power of being unknown, like truly unknown. Like there is a variable, whether you want to say like that's the same variable, in my opinion, that did the Trump assassination attempt, right? Like I don't think that's regular CIA. I don't even think that's regular Mossad. I think that's a creepy little monster somewhere. Like that's a little cell.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and it serves the greater power interest, of course. I think it serves transnational capital in the same way our president does. And in that way, I do think that Israel and China both might be little rebels, stepping out on some greater plan. And you do see kind of this like weird rage, and it doesn't make sense. Like there's something that's a little too weird about all this. There's everything that's going on. So
I think, like if you're going to go into like the bloodlines and all that shit, I mean, that's definitely a prominent thing to think about, like all the families that are connected.
Sure.
I mean, I think the Jew thing and like Israel as a whole, I think that's a part of their puzzle. A lot of it could be traced back to the Vatican, to like the popes that we don't even really know about, the gray pope, the black pope, like the Orsinis are, like these people.
The deep lore. We're talking about like Leo Zagami stuff right now.
Pacers, Orsinis. They're like families that like really rule shit, and they created modern Israel. But it's all connected. I mean, the umbrella that I would put them all under is that they're just Satanists. Right. They don't believe in God. They're against God. They're against humanity. They're for destruction. Sure. They have their little cells and their little tentacles, whether it's the Jewish Israeli one, whether it's the Vatican, whether it's whatever, the Illuminati, the Bavarian Illuminati. I mean, there's no who is the boogeyman. I would just say it's Satan at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, totally agree. And like that's what I was getting to when I said creepy little monster. Like these things are not normal. Like, and it's not even something that like a regular malevolent person would do. Like there are principalities and things at work that we can't even really understand. Just want to touch on that for a little while. Praise Jesus Christ, of course.
Amen.
Overcomer of all.
Amen.
Amen. Praise the Lord and all of that 100%. But I want to show this because this is something else that pisses me off. Like me and Jack have been talking about this. It's like, man, you don't even want to go out in the woods anymore because of these ticks. Because the tick can give you the allergy, then you're fucked forever and you got to eat the Bill Gates cancer meat.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No tallow.
That's what they want to tell you. But this is why stuff like homesteading is so important. And I want to play this video because it's really funny. The guy's hilarious. But you can get things like guinea hens, like peacocks, like other things that get rid of snakes, get rid of ticks and other pests like that. And, we're going to have to adopt situations like this in the interim. I'm actually, to be honest, Anthony, I'm in favor of a little Bill Gates stuff, a little bit of mass sterilization, dumping of males on the male ticks on the population to collapse it, things like that. I've been talking to ChatGPT about my own Bill Gates plan because, like, I don't think those things should exist. If they've been genetically altered, then we got to get rid of all of them anyway.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
So, like, people forget, we got to do a deep dive on this or just research on this. The screwworm. Do you know about the screwworm?
No, I don't.
So the screwworm is something, it buries into the flesh of mammals. So cows, people, everything. And it grows to be like this big. And you can have tons of them in you. Like there are photos. It's just so graphic. I don't even want to get into it. We eradicated that all the way down to the Darien Gap by doing targeted irradiation sterilization campaigns where you mass drop males that can't reproduce. And then they mate with the female and then the population dies out. Kind of what they do to us. But on the lower end of the food chain
smaller
there.
scale. Yeah.
But we need to do the same thing to the ticks on some certain perspective because I don't want to live in a world where I can't go outside in flip-flops.
Yeah.
Think about that. Like they're so evil, they want to take sandals away from people.
So fucked up.
Dude. And Lyme's disease, we know about this, Escape from Plum Island. It's a weaponized syphilis project. It's all part of a government scheme. So, and
It makes you not want to leave your house.
Yeah, no, talk about that for a little bit because I got to find something real quick.
No, it just makes you like not want to leave your house. It just makes you want to stay in the house, just not deal with any of this shit. But I mean, then you're not living. You're not living life.
Yeah,
so
and then that's
like,
COVID. And you see how like everything is COVID. And
Pretty
all right,
much,
so I'm
yeah.
finding some of the posts I was looking for now. Give me one more second here.
I mean, if I had the money though, I would build a house on a mountain and just fuck off from everybody. To be honest with you, like, good luck, guys.
Well, that's the American dream now.
I'm out,
Just
bro.
to be left alone. That's all we've ever wanted.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna play this.
All of you.
I'm gonna play this, and then I'm gonna play the guinea hen video. And I'm gonna do more deep dives on the ticks. I'm gonna learn more about the ticks because apparently it's very complicated.
Yeah, the alpha gal.
And this is way before this became like a normal thing that was happening to people. This is way before that. And they just like chuckle about it and then it happens. This guy needs to be federally investigated heavily.
So I'll give two examples. So one is that people eat
It's
too
not on the
much
screen.
meat, right? And
There you go. Oh gosh.
so I'll give two examples. So one is that people eat too much meat, right? And if they were to cut down on their consumption on meat, then they would it would actually really help the planet. But people are not willing to give up meat. Yeah, some people will be willing to, but other people, they may be willing to, but they have a weakness of will. They say, wow, this steak is just too juicy. I can't do it. I'm one of those.
Shut up, faggot.
Oh, weakness of will? Why the hell can't I eat a cow? You're going to build a goddamn data center. Lord have mercy. Like in the sickening, shit-eating grin and his grandpa's tie and his grandpa's suit, talking about your life, thinking he's got the right to control you, thinking it's wrong how humans have lived forever.
Yeah.
Literally forever. Before there was farming, there was hunting and there was gathering.
We're gonna call this guy Mr. Wodgers.
Ooh, that's funny. I like that. I like that.
By the way. So, but so here's the thought, right? So it turns out that we know a lot about, we have these intolerance to, for example, I have milk intolerance. And some people are intolerant to crayfish. So
it's not intolerance in the way that it makes you shit your pants, you retard. It's intolerance in the way it kills people. All right, he's going to get into alpha gal, but he's talking about like, oh, it's just a cutesy little thing. Oh, we give people an allergy. No, bro. No. We need like a giant tower to put these mad scientists in and lock them in forever.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Possibly we can use human engineering to make it the case that we're intolerant to certain kinds of meat.
Whoa. That's like saying, in my opinion, I want to blow up the World Trade Center. Like, that's terrorism. Like, do you not see what I'm saying here? Maybe that's a bit extreme. I know I'm a First Amendment, like free speech absolutist, but he's saying maybe we commit a criminal action against people. Maybe we hurt people. Maybe we rape them real good. And it's just, it's cute liberal talk so we can get away with it. But this is a monster.
Yeah, especially take away meat from people.
Dude.
It's crazy.
Wow, man.
I'm dying for that.
Certain kinds of bovine proteins. And there's actually analogs of this in life. There's this thing called the Lone Star tick, where if it bites you, you'll become allergic to meat. I can sort of describe the mechanism. So that's something that we can do through
that's something we can do through human engineering. Oh, so what happened first, the chicken or the freaking egg, man?
No, this is,
I'm willing to bet it was the egg. I'm willing to bet that you cooked it up, or at least know someone that did.
This is very old stuff, bro. This is very old stuff. Eugenics and them playing God. They've been doing this since Enoch. You know, if you read the book of Enoch, this is what God flooded the earth because they were dating the daughters of man, basically creating the Nephilim, and they were doing all these different projects, like trying to mix animals with humans and all of these things. That's why they're transhumanists, nut jobs, psychopath, Satanists.
Wow.
What else can you call them?
Look at this. This is that stat. In the last 3 months, February to May 2026, there's been an extraordinary spike in oil refinery and energy facility fires globally, with over 45 incidents reported in the past 45 days alone. An incident every day or more, like kaiju from Pacific Rim or something. That's how bad this is for society, by the way. That's how you could think about it. A nearly 1,800% increase over, I said 100%, 1,800% increase over the usual annual average of 9 to 10 cases. So that's not accident, guys.
We're under attack.
Absolutely, totally under attack. What do you think about that, Anthony?
I think that we're just going to be put into an energy crisis. That's going to be the lockdown. They're going to just lock us down with not being able to drive.
Right.
Gas
That's
is
the
gonna be
thing, is
too
they want to take
expensive.
away your freedom of navigation, your freedom to move around. That's another right that this country was founded on, by the way, was having the right to have transportation. So like
Mhm.
that. Like the people that say they're sovereign citizens, you can laugh at that, whatever. Like it is ridiculous, but at the same time, like you do have the right to move around. Like you shouldn't have to show someone an ID to like walk down the street.
No, all of
Period.
this stuff is completely unconstitutional that they're doing
Yeah.
to us. All of
Yeah.
it.
No, but I'm going to play the guinea hen video really quick because this is really cool. And like when I live out on land again, I'm going to have this for sure. I want to show people this fighting against the bioweapons.
So in case you missed it, documents were recently released that showed that the CIA had developed Lyme disease as a bioweapon and put it into ticks, and then magically it just got out, and fucking that's where all the Americans got Lyme disease from. Well, now they have also bioengineered some other fucking tick-borne shit, alpha fucking whatever, but the Lone Star tick, this tick with this little white spot on its back, if you're bitten by one of those, you're going to become allergic to beef, and then you can't eat beef anymore. And then the only thing you're going to be able to eat is Bill Gates's lab-grown 3D printed meat. That's not meat. It's actually just cancer cells. So you just have to eat fucking Bill Gates's cancer meat. Now, because I'm one for solutions, I'm going to share this with you. These little fuckers right here, that's called a guinea hen. They ain't domesticated for shit, and they're fucking about dumber than Kamala Harris. They are literally retarded. But what they do is they all pair up, they march in a line like soldiers, and they clean sweep your property of ticks and bugs. I've been keeping guineas on the farm here for fucking years. They commit suicide all the fucking time, though. I'm down to 4. I'm hatching some more right now. I like to keep the number about 10. I've seen them range up to like a half mile away from the farm. They come home most of the time, but these little fuckers with the white heads, and they will clean sweep your property like soldiers of ticks. I haven't even seen ticks on any of the other animals ever since I got those guineas. So if you got fucking acreages and room, get yourself some of these fucking guineas and save yourself from.
Oh yeah.
Bye YouTube. I will say, because I'm on the Rex X Gray Area YouTube right now. If y'all wanted to watch the stream on there, if it was a bit easier for you, you could do it there. That was a lot of F-bombs. And I do a lot of F-bombs. I say the word rape a lot. So, you know, might as well just get it fully demonetized, destroyed, whatever. Who cares, right? Now, here's the thing, is like the people that like dance around and try to do like the scripted choreographed show. I don't like doing that. I like being wild. I like being free. I like having fun with you guys.
I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say it right now. I don't care. And I've said it to many of my brothers back at home in the hood. I'm a real nigga, straight up.
Whoa.
Yeah, I am. And I could say that to plenty of people, and they know
that's what my dad said on Fresh and Fit.
We are though. You don't have to be black for that. That just means you're.
No, I agree.
You're a real one.
I agree, and it's turn of respect as well. So that's the thing people have to understand. But
yeah.
So getting back into everything, they don't want us to have the right to express ourselves. They don't want us to have the right to say things like that in front of the camera. They think you should be sued, demonetized, physically attacked, even for saying something like that. And you know what? We're going to dispel all that. We have a First Amendment. We have free speech. I'm not going to censor myself on the show. I'm not going to make it so we can't say certain things. We're always going to have fun here. And although I won't go that far, I like my MIGA joke. Okay.
Yeah, we can use that. We can use that. I've just been saying it I'm from Jersey, bro. I've been saying that my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay.
I'm Sam. I'm good.
Based Anthony. But we were talking about this in the first hour. What do you think of this? $7 billion in well-timed bets, crashing oil prices right before Trump's major Iran announcements. So we talk about market manipulation, and people can point to Polymarket and Kalshi. They can point to like the direct war betting. They can point to the Lutnick tariff futures, and knowing that was going to fail. I think that was like $2 billion or whatever it was. What about this? What do you think?
I think that we're being robbed and raped every day. And like, when do we stand up against these people?
Well, like that's the thing, is just like how long can they do this to people? I think it's going to end by June, because like you're going to see like, shit, man, remember that pussy hat march in 2016 after Trump got elected? You're going to see some shit like that again. And they'll try to engineer it to be like a January 6th thing that they control. And of course, I think it's pretty obvious at this point. I'll give a little January 6th knowledge. I was not there on January 6th. I almost got on the plane to go there, by the way. Thank God I did not. But I was there in November for the Million Man March that preceded it. All right.
Emily
and there
was
were just
there,
as
my
many
girl.
people there. It was the same old thing. In January, when people are going to this thing, Trump says, like when he's done giving his speech, meet me behind the Capitol. And he starts this giant human conga line. Like 120,000 people, or like however many people were there that day. It was definitely over 80,000. And you can't stop that once it starts. The reason why I reference being there in November is I was in the middle of like over 50,000 people at the original Stop the Steal thing, or a Million Man March in November. And we were in like a circle. We had like 5 security people. They were all like 6'4" or above, and they all weighed like in excess of 300 pounds. They were massive. Like the ones you get in the South, they're like white dudes who are like our size, and they're like military. That's the security you get. When you go up north, you get like 6'4", like 350-pound black dude.
Yeah.
It's just like fat, but just like huge.
Yeah,
and I got pushed outside of the circle for a split second, and I got into the crowd of people, and I tried to get back in the crowd. The dude literally picked me up by my shirt, and I'm like 200 pounds, and just tossed me back into the crowd. He didn't realize it was me. He didn't realize I was supposed to be in there. And I got stomped on by people. I got walked over on the crowd. I know what that's like. Like, I know what it's like to be in a scrum like that. And it's like being there's a spot in New Braunfels where you can like go over like river water, and you go like under, you kind of like get smashed around a little bit by the rocks. That's what it feels like. It feels like being underwater, being smashed by rocks. Damn. Having people walk over you. So when you get this thing in January, when Trump tells people, hey, go to the Capitol, we're going to continue the speech, whatever there. You want to meet me there? And that's what my dad was told. That's what everybody else was told. When you get this giant movement, you can't stop it. Combined 250 plus, that's what was admitted, FBI agitators in the crowd. Like in CIA, whatever you're going to say, just like military intelligence, like intelligence assets, agitating people like Ray Epps, like demanding that we attack the Capitol. You get people that go in there, and Trump, of course, pardons a bunch of them. He actually didn't pardon. Like this is an engineered situation.
One of my good friends almost did 10 years.
Yeah, no, Joe Biggs, he had God knows how much time. Lord have mercy, and he was finally freed. And like that is a positive. But what I'm saying with all this is, it would be very easy for them. And this is where the false flags come in, because who knows, maybe an Iranian bomber runs in, or an Iranian bomber, like who knows? Like they could set something very nasty up in the next couple of months, because you're going to start to see that civilian kind of revolt against this, because people can't afford to live.
Yeah, for sure.
People can't afford to live. And all he would have to do to solve that problem is to stop the war. And we would see some measure of economic recovery, at least some stability, at least some hope in people. People are terrified right now. I'm scared. I'm terrified right now. Nobody knows what's coming next. I watch the news literally like 12 hours a day. I watch the news. I read the news, all at Trends Journal, Judge Napolitano, Glenn Deason. I binge it. And I'm looking for like a ray of sunshine, a ray of hope in all of this. And the only hope I can see is Taco Trump. Trump always chickens out. Please, Donald Trump. Please, Donald Trump. Chicken out. Please, Donald Trump. Like, it's like that meme. Like, seriously. Just go home.
He is, though. He is. He's already chickened out. Like, he would have already attacked them. He's chickened out. Right now, the only thing that we should really worry about is Israel, because Israel's talking about going and bombing them and trying to push Trump to go bomb them. Trump is still trying to find a diplomatic solution.
Right.
He's still trying to. I'm telling you, he's scared of Iran, bro.
What's going on in the UFC?
Buckley's about to go out right now.
Oh, let's go. Rooting for Joaquin Buckley. Really following his career. I think he's going to beat him, man.
Bro, he looks jacked. Jeez,
super
man.
explosive.
This
Big
guy's
fan.
jacked.
Sean Brady. Here's the thing.
He's tough.
Buckley beat Covington, lost to Usman, but he's fought the archetype of the wrestler for just. I think he's ready for this. So
yeah, he just had a wrestling match as well. He did RAF. So
yeah, I'm not currently a betting man, but I wish I had thrown some money down on Buckley because I think he's going to get KO. I think he's going to knock him out.
Yeah, he's got power in his hands. But what was I saying? Oh yeah,
Sorry
so
about that.
no, you're absolutely fine. No, so what I was saying was that I think Trump is going to find a diplomatic solution. I really do. I don't think that he's capable of going to war, and I don't think that they're going to allow him to do it.
Right. Well, who's they?
Who's they?
Yeah.
The good people that are in the military, maybe Raising Cane, you know.
We've heard about that, right? Like we've heard about that. And like Trump reportedly is like, let me see the nuclear plans. Let me see the attack plan for Iran. And they're like, no, like we're not doing this. Like we're not going to, I will resign. And that's literally, and that's what I said about Joe Kent. And that's why ultimately, like it's a good thing about what Raising Cane is doing, trying to at least suppress some of this, is like the powerful move that you have as a member of the administration, the credibility, quote unquote, of the administration, like 40% plus of the country, at least believing Donald Trump isn't a satanic demon, it balances on the head of a pin. And the head of the pin are the loyal sycophants that are a part of the administration. And if you make that surface area smaller, even just a little bit, it all falls off the plate. All of it immediately does. And that's why with Joe Kent, like I see even Fox News quoting Joe Kent, giving the other side because they have to. Because when the former director of national counterterrorism says something, they have to report on it because it's news.
Yeah,
and
big news.
In the same way, if the Secretary of State, if the Vice President, if a top-ranking general, admiral, you name it, whatever, commander, was able to say, hey, we're not doing this period, and I'm walking away right now, it might actually shock some sense into Trump saying, oh my gosh, I don't want to completely politically die. I might as well leave. So where is that hero? Where is that guy for us? He's not really showing up. And Raising Cane, I know you're listening to this. You haven't gone far enough. So it's time to really put the kibosh, pun intended. Zionist thing. It's time to put the kibosh on all of this and to tell Donald no. Tell him enough. Tell him to stop, and you stop now because he's going to get a lot of people killed.
Well, I think that he would have done more if he was if he really had the power.
I agree. It's a stopgap. It's a finger in the dike.
Yeah, I feel like it's just been way too like the ceasefire. They bombed our boat. We barely did anything about it. Like Trump is looking for a deal, man. Trump is looking to get the fuck out of Iran.
Please, sorry to interrupt. Please repost the stream, guys. Please repost. It means the world. Like that's beyond buying the products or anything. That's great. Really love it when you do that. But please repost the stream so we can reach more people, so we can tell them about what we got going on over here. Really appreciate you guys. The Jones Army, the Info Warrior Army is strong in here tonight. And I love and appreciate each and every one of you. And I know we got like 600 people in here. Can I get 100 people to retweet it? Let's go for it, guys. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. We're having great conversations tonight. I want to figure this out. I want to see if we can do call-ins.
Yeah,
let's see if we can do this. We're going to test it ourselves, Anthony. I'm going to give you the call-in number, and then I want you to step out.
Okay.
And we want to see if it works. It's just like there's like a specific like way I'm like supposed to click the buttons. Like there's an order in setting it up. It's like host show, save and start show, do the web connection.
But you agree though with what I'm saying though. Like if Trump was going to do something, he would have already done it.
Yeah, well, I think he's trapped.
Yeah.
You are connected as the host. Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the call-in studio web interface.
All right, here, go ahead and go to the other room. I'm going to text you the number really quick.
Okay.
We're going to run a trial run on this.
Okay.
I got to sneeze, guys. Forgive me. Uh-oh. Give me 1 second. I got to go check on something. Give me 1 second. Hey, Anthony. All right, I'm just gonna. Oh crap. 1 second, guys. All right, I sent him the number. We're just trying to make this work. All right.
Anthony Graffio.
Yo, okay, can they hear him in chat? Can you guys hear Anthony in the chat? This is super,
What's up?
This is super important. Can you guys hear Anthony in the chat? Sorry for the little detour there. We got to test things here. This is like bunker style. This is like studio style. It's like crank call style, back in the day, Jerky Boys type of stuff.
Jerky Boys.
All right, yeah. So you guys can hear him on X.
Can you hear me?
All right, I think we're good.
Cool.
Yeah, and they can. Yeah, they can hear you. All right, so go ahead and come back, and we're going to give the number out for people to call in. All right. All right, so we're going to begin the call-in portion of the show, and we want to hear what's on your mind. That being said, I want to get to a bunch of people, so I want you to keep it to like 1-2 minutes. We'll give response. You can give response back. Keep it to 30 seconds to a minute, and then I'm going to get to the next person. Here's the thing. When you're doing the call-in, I know that a lot of people have a lot that they want to get out. That's why we're going to start doing these call-in portions regularly in the third hour of the American Journal, which is every morning, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Rumble, on X, on my Twitter. So we're going to get into the habit of doing that, but I'm going to give this number out. Keep people engaged, keep people joining the show. We want to have a bunch of callers call in. I'm going to go ahead and display that. That's the number to call in. That is 512-675-7144. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to mute myself while they're talking. I know about the slight echo. Call in 512-675-7144. 512-675-7144. 0 calls on the board. Still waiting for you guys to check in. We can talk about anything and everything you want to talk about as long as it relates to geopolitics, current events, society, grand philosophy, ideas, archetypes, religion, whatever you want to talk about. We can do it. We're going to do it rapid fire, and I want you guys to call in. The number to call in is 512-675-7144. You really want to call in. This is a great show. We want to hear from you. That's what makes this show special. Other shows, they screen the calls, they select people, they do whatever. We don't play that game. We don't play that BS. Mosh Miri, call into the show. Armfair, call into the show. Anybody and everybody wants to call into the show. The number to do it is 512-675-7144. That's 512-675-7144. I really want to go to auctioneer school. I really want to learn how to do this,
bro. Yeah, you're really good at this.
Well, I still make mistakes now and again, but I want to take that course. It's really cool. Be able to read that fast, do stuff, do my own disclaimers. That'd be cool. But yeah, you guys, we still don't have a call on the board. I have an active chat. It's 512-675-7144. All right, we're going to go back to the news. I'm going to keep the banner up for a little bit.
Give us a call.
Yeah, give us a call. Come hang out. 0 calls on the board is crazy. We're 5 minutes and 31 seconds in. 0 calls on the board. That hasn't happened to me since the beginning of the show. And I know you guys are in here because I can see the breakdown. I see the 13 of you on the YouTube channel. If you're watching this on the Rex X Gray Area YouTube channel, I know you're a real YN. You have to call in. So, you have no other choice. What's happening in the fight?
Actually, Brady just got the takedown. He's slowly trying to get mount on Buckley. He almost got him in a Kimura before the round ended, though.
All right, we got calls on the board now. We're going to take those calls now. Thank you guys so much. I'll throw the banner back up here in a little bit. Thank you guys for calling in. 3 calls on the board.
Oh.
All right. Howdy, Geiger for Washington State. Go ahead and what's on your mind? I'm going to go ahead and mute myself real quick.
Oh, not a lot, Mr. Rex. It's a pleasure and honor to call and actually talk to you guys. Been a listener of Mr. Jones, your dad, for about 15 years now or so. I love your power plant products and whatnot. That methyl drive, man, that thing is phenomenal, by the way. Sorry, I'm not plugging your Troom Force stuff there, but that's all I got for you, sir. Is there anything you want to hear from me?
Really quick, because that's awesome. So I designed 2 products on the Alex Jones store, and that's Power Plant and Methyl Drive. Like, I do the supplement stuff because I love it, and that's what I grew up doing at the office. And people like yourself, people that have been long-term listeners, they know that, like, we had, like, I mean, think about, do you remember the original, like, InfoWars Life lineup of supplements and how amazing they all were?
Oh man, they were fantastic. I bought just about every product. The only one I never got my hands on was the Super Male Vitality.
Ooh.
That one was discontinued.
Yes.
But just on my shelf, I mean, I've got all the $100 collectible posters. I've got damn near every supplement you guys have ever sold, except for the Super Male Vitality. But I mean, I've got the methylene blue, man. That stuff is a miracle worker. I'm telling you right now.
It is, and we're going to do something where we have a tallow skin balm because it's really good for some certain, like, skin issues and whatnot. Me and Anthony are going to come out with something. Is there anything on your mind politically? What do you think about, like, the InfoWars saga, the InfoWars journey, how it all kind of started and ended? When did you start being a listener?
So I started listening, like I said, about 15 years ago or so, back when I lived in California. And in fact, when I was listening to the show, I ended up buying an RV. And, well, because I'm only 33 years old now, but I wouldn't be able to afford a house, and I'd be living with roommates if I didn't do what Mr. Jones was talking about that day, your father there. But the saga of the InfoWars, man, it's a shame. It's a crying shame what that onion did. But at the end of the day, it was a buttery smooth transition, so we can't complain about it.
That's true.
Wait, you're 33 years old?
Up and running. You sound like an older gentleman.
Dude, I thought you were like 70. That's crazy.
Well,
I'm sorry. No disrespect.
Thank you.
No disrespect.
Appreciate the compliment.
No, I wish
I'm a little sauced up. I've had a couple beers, so there's that.
No, you're like a gent, bro. What a gent.
I was a few octaves lower myself, I will say. Thank you so much, man. It means so much to me because, like, here's the thing is, like, we're fans too. And, like, that was what was so amazing about Free Speech Systems and working there and everything is it truly was magical, man. And, like, you know this as well as I do, 2015 to 2018, which is what I call kind of the golden period. I mean, I was going through because I was trying to find intro clips and stuff, and I wanted to play a little playlist of old, you know, my dad, Alex, wanted to play old montage, old videos. All you can find is, like, SPLC created, like, hatred slop. You have to look very hard on YouTube to find even a few, like, the classic music remixes and edits that people made. Like, we were so powerful and so influential and such a folk hero story of, like, independent media doing it yourself, doing it our own way, that they had to just strip us off the internet. Do you remember The Purge in 2018?
Yeah, I think I saw that movie once.
Well, Us, like, The Purge of us off socials, you know?
Oh, yeah. Y'all got took offline. I mean, that was the first hoax, I guess, when they tried to kill you in the first place. But the truth never dies. The truth stands on its own 2 legs.
No, absolutely.
Amen.
And that's the thing is, like, all these people, they have, like, an array of all these, like, evil weapons they can use, like lying, murder, destruction, propaganda. And then all we have to battle with is the truth. But the truth is all you need. So you have these variety
Hey,
of
brother, we got
the truth.
Hey, brother, we got the truth and the Lord. No weapon formed against us shall prosper in Jesus' name. Amen, brother.
Amen.
I gotta ask you a question. Do you sing? Because if you don't, I think you should get singing lessons. You have, like, a Johnny
sounds
Cash
like you're cutting out there.
Anthony's telling you that you have an amazing voice and you should take, like, singing or oration lessons because you sound awesome. I agree.
Yeah, it's like
I
Johnny
agree,
Cash.
Funny enough, well, thank you. Again, I appreciate the compliments, and God bless both of you gentlemen. I do tend to sing karaoke. I ended up singing a Frank Sinatra the other night. Was it? And now the end is near. Yeah, you know the song.
Yeah, of course,
Dude, yeah, you gotta do. That's my dad's like. That's in his top 5 of favorite songs. When you hit the karaoke, hit it always a little bit extra hard and think about Uncle Alex. Thank you so much for the call. Really
God bless,
appreciate you.
brother.
Pleasure speaking with you, gentlemen. Have a good one now.
You too.
You too. God bless. Man, what
Awesome
a voice,
call.
dude.
We
What
got
a
the
voice.
best. Here's the thing. We got people that terminate. Just stay on the line a little bit. Like we'll come back to you. And I'm gonna throw the banner up again. Let's talk to Phil on the economy and oil. And really quick, wait 1 second, Phil. Phil, you are on the air. What's on your mind tonight?
Man, that was quick. I didn't have to hold long. Freaking awesome, dude.
Trying our best.
Man, I don't know, Rex, I don't know if you remember, but back when this Iran illegal war first got started and oil and fuel spiked, I was in chat on X with you and Tim. Told you if this mess lasts till September, it's going to tank the economy. And I'm not much of a prophet, but I'm scared. I might have been right, dude.
Yeah.
It's looking really bad, man. It's looking really bad. I don't know. Like, I'm just a regular self-employed small business middle class guy. So are all my friends and peers. Everybody's just hanging on by a thread, and we're getting squeezed harder every day. And the orange retard doesn't care. Like, they're leaving us out to dry on this, man. Like, it's eating us up.
Yeah,
and I know I'm not the only one. My peer group,
sure,
who just out here trying to live life and get through every day and take care of our kids, we're getting soaked. And dude, nobody freaking cares about it. And it's just like, this is the ultimate betrayal and rug pull, dude.
No,
I live in Georgia. And we usually have pretty low gas prices, and the cost of living in Georgia has usually been really good. I mean, bro, I'm paying over $5 a gallon for diesel, and it's getting bad. Like, my clientele for my business, most of them are afraid to spend money.
Yeah, that's where
it's not good, man.
Yeah, no, it's not good. You may have been a prophet. You may actually have been correct. And that's the problem. And everyone that's being like a chuckle buddy about all this stuff and laughing and saying it's going to be over soon, like Andrew Wilson or the quartering, they're going to be looked at, as people that supported like the Iraq war are looked at now, rightfully so. And there's no avoiding this. And as you rightfully called him, the orange retard, all of this is 100% completely avoidable. It's still avoidable every second of every day right now.
For sure.
What do you think?
Yeah. No, I think it could have been, every bit of this could have been completely avoided. And now we're getting pinched because of doing the bidding of a foreign government, and all of the negotiations right now are to go back to February 27th, but with a worse situation.
For sure.
I think people need to do their best and what they can to become more self-sustaining. Get yourself off of the system as best you can, because you're not going to be able to afford to stay on the system that they're creating.
Dude,
it's going to create further dependence.
Nobody can afford it.
No, and I spent a lot of my career in agriculture and landscaping and things like that. And fertilizer shortage is a big deal. And I don't think people are realizing for multiple generations, we have never experienced truly, truly hard times or famine or true shortages on staples and commodities in America. We have 3 generations, maybe 4 plus, that have no idea what that's like and have not been conditioned and prepared to know what to do in those situations. So when your groceries even more than double now, and there's shortages very likely next year because of the fertilizer shortage, we may have some real civil unrest type problems going on when people cannot afford food. So I am not bullish on the near term future at all. It's sad to say, it sucks, man. I had such high hopes too.
Yeah, and
We all did.
We turned me down just a little bit on your phone because I can hear a little bit of my own feedback. I mean, we totally agree, and that's why the Trump rug pull, as you called it, is that's what it is. It's so disgusting. Is he was the chosen one, like Anakin Skywalker. He was supposed to save us from all this stuff, but instead he ushered it in. And the narrative we hear from the people that are the house slaves, the people that are the overseers on the plantation, is it's better over here because massa don't hit you as hard as the plantation owner down the street. So you better stay here. Same thing with the pimp, right? You better stay with the pimp as his bottom bitch, because if you're the bottom bitch for the other pimp, they're gonna smack you around worse. How about not getting smacked around at all? How about doing what you promised, which is no new wars, fixing the American economy, draining the swamp? Trump is the swamp. And anyone that can't see that is smoking crack.
Yeah.
Your
No
thoughts?
kidding.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's well, you remember with the Jedi and Anakin, the prophecy was misread. They were so caught up in their own arrogance and hubris that they did not realize that they were the imbalance in the Force.
True.
And to bring balance back to the Force, the Jedi had to be cut down.
Good point.
That's the
that's
the
true.
flip-flop of that.
That goes back to the analogy of the tree of liberty being watered by the blood. And that's what all this is about. It's all archetypal, and that's what we're discussing here. Really great call. Really appreciate your time. Thank you, Phil.
Thank you, Phil.
Yeah, brother. Be good. Great show.
Thank
God
you for
bless.
your time. Yeah, we got amazing callers. I think we got more people. Dude, people. All right, we got a guy, auto screen. Come on. We got another guy joining in here. We want to talk to you guys. And the number to call in, let me read it again. Number to call in is 512-675-7144. We're going to take 2 more calls, and we're going to do a little plug, and we'll be back to doing more News Blitz and more calls. 0 calls on the board right now.
By the
0
way,
calls.
good thing you didn't bet. He got dominated 3 rounds.
Oh, he lost?
Yeah, Brady won.
Damn. Yeah, Brady's really good. He got caught by Morales real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, bet against my picks, you will make millions of dollars. All right. It literally look at me
I don't
and then bet on the I know it's a joke. Like it's the opposite of whatever I make the prediction of. And like all my friends will tell you, like I have the worst predictions, and I have like great justifications for it. Everything I just get it totally wrong. And like when I think about something, I don't say it, and then it happens. And I'm like, that's why betting's a trap, guys.
It is. Yeah, the house always wins.
It's Dunning-Kruger effect. You think you know more than you do.
The house always wins.
Yeah, I think we got another caller on the board. We got Aaron Obasi. I'm going to ask you how you pronounce your last name. Well, welcome to the show, Aaron. How are you doing today, sir?
I think it's Colonel Kabassi, but that's all right. Hey, is this, am I on?
Yes,
sir.
Yes.
Am I coming through good?
Oh, is this Mark Levin?
No, this is Colonel Kabassi.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Colonel Kabassi. Please don't put me down and call me Mark Levin. But I'm calling in, and I just wanted to say something about you and your dad's show and the products. That methylene blue, it's done wonders for for me and my wife. I mean, it took her about a month to get her on there, but once I got her on, I noticed that putting her on before that time of the month, it really helped her out. She wasn't so psychotic, and she was all smoothed out. It really does a lot of good there,
Wow, that's actually not the first time I've heard that, believe it or not. And it is really good for mood. You got to research it. I'm sorry, I apologize. You kind of sounded like the impressionist when he's not doing his Mark Levin accent. I have a guy that does call in and do that. I apologize. Didn't mean to insult you in any way. I love that methylene blue, super powerful antioxidant, super powerful metabolic ingredient. So many people have been introduced to it on the show. Did you hear about it before the Alex Jones show?
No, I actually just started tuning into you guys. About the beginning of last year. VIP member now, platinum member now. I can't get enough. My wife's actually got me on she's like, I'm on a band, But I capitalized on some of them knives with the murder that brass knuckles there. I got 3 of them coming.
Super badass.
I'm gonna
Those
give
are fire.
one to a guy at church, and he's gonna love that. But she doesn't know about that. But I had a whole bunch of VIP points saved up. That's the great thing about the VIP. And it only cost me about 12 cents a knife. So I'm like, I mean, come on, it's so awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you not do it?
No, well, the thing is like they're great products that people need, like especially the supplements. There are at least 3 items there that I would consider taking for a long period, like methylene blue, like my power plant, my methyl dry formulas. They're amazing. They're incredible. Everything on that store is really good. And what I really like about Bigley is they operate kind of like they do what we used to do when we had the whole operation before the bankruptcy. Right. So like I've seen their manufacturing, I've seen their facility, their shipping, like they're working in Arkansas. They employ so many people. Like you're contributing. Here's the thing. People say it's a bad thing that we sell products and stuff. They're selling you products that are made in China and all these different places. Everything here's made in America. So really appreciate that call.
Yeah.
Really appreciate the support. What else is on your mind?
What do you think's going on with that statue down in Mar-a-Lago? I mean, what in the hell? I mean, I voted for this guy 3 times. I was at the Butler rally with my boy. I was there. Fact. And I got this guy building golden statues, idol, the whole thing. I mean, it's really weird to me.
No, it's
what's going on?
It's the imagery, it's the symbolism. It's just like
worship.
It's disregard for the faith of the country. It's what it really is. I don't even think like Anthony has more of a strong opinion on this than me, where he thinks it's like preordained and all this has kind of been set up and Trump is kind of running a track and we were all fooled. I think Trump was arrogant and he was kind of broken into all of this. Like you saw like the Russia thing. They did that to make him hate Russia. Like they trained him like you'd break a horse. They made him hate Russia. So I just think he's got people around him that say, hey, it's amazing. Let's build a gold statue of you. And Trump, being irreligious, not being a Christian, he can say he is. I don't believe he is. I think he practices Judaism, to be honest with you. At the same time,
I think so too.
Yeah, he just goes, well, it's great. I'll just build a giant golden statue of myself, not knowing that's literally the imagery of the golden calf of the Bible.
Yeah.
And just
I know. I mean, it just creeps me out. I listened to your dad talking to those 2 dudes and that one broad that was on the TV there earlier today, and while I was mowing my mom's lawn, and I was like, "What in the hell is going on?" I mean, nobody's buying this. What's going on?
Yeah, I was muted. No, I totally agree. And that's the thing is like the suspension of disbelief for people is like, I stopped believing in Trump like 100%, like when he didn't end the Ukraine war on day one, because to me, like the simple thing, tell Elon Musk, hey, no more Starlink. He tells Zelensky, hey, no more money. And then we end the war. That's what he promised to do on day one. When he didn't do that, I was like, dude, I feel betrayed right now because the whole reason I came back into politics was to talk about Ukraine, what was going on. And then you throw this Iran situation at us. I mean, were we thinking about this before the 12-day war last year? No, we weren't. And that's not even really quick. That's not even Aaron, that's not even to mention the secret war that we had against the Houthis that we lost, that we were treated in disgrace. So like it's the wars, it's the statues, it's the ballroom. I know you also probably know about this. They need $1 billion to build the ballroom somehow, but people can't eat in the homeless country.
$1 billion now? I thought it was only $400 million. That was private.
No,
investors, I guess.
It's more in the funding agreement in the congressional bill. They may say that. It's probably some hinky bullshit where it's like, $300 million for this and then $700 billion for that. You know what I mean? So who knows? Who knows?
Well, you keep doing the truth. I tell you what, I come on to you guys and your breath of fresh air.
We appreciate that.
You do us great, and I can't wait. When are you guys coming back on the American Journal? I mean, you got to be getting close, right?
I do it every single morning. The old Rumble channel. Here's the thing: they own all those assets anymore. I can't use them. Right. So like I'm kind of stripped of that natural promotion, but I'm live here 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and that's on X, that's on Rumble. My new pinned tweet will break it all down this weekend, but on X, on Rumble, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., 5 days a week. There might be 1 day a week I have a fill-in, but I'm here 4 to 5 days a week in the morning. I do gray area talks, as I'm sure you already know, on Thursday and Sunday. It's also up here in the header. But if you want to catch me in the morning, and of course, always on rebroadcast, I'm available, and I'm always going to give you like that traditional news blitz style of InfoWars. I do that same thing today. So thank you for being a listener,
Okay.
man. It means a lot.
Hey, you're awesome. Keep up the great work. Our thoughts and prayers are with you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate the gentleman for your time. Thank you so much, Aaron. Really, really incredible guy. We got the best people. I always say that because it's true.
Seriously, what a legend.
Yeah, no, dude, you were great. If that was you, and that's why I said people on YouTube, call in the people on YouTube because y'all are badass, and I really
love
appreciate
you
it.
guys.
And like this right now is the core. This is the core people. All right,
This is a real America. This is real
More
America.
people are going to follow the show. More people are going to find out about it and enjoy it. But we know that you guys are here to be a part of the thing that we're building. That means the world to us. And I do the show for people like that. I want to be the guy that's on your phone when you're mowing the lawn. I want to be the guy you got on the CarPlay when you're driving down the street. I want to be the guy that maybe you had a long day. Maybe you need to listen to somebody yap a little bit as you fall asleep. That would be my greatest honor. Seriously,
I love that.
That's I sell supplements and I love selling supplements because they improve people's lives. But the biggest aspect of this for me, not even the political actualization, which is a big deal, is like I want to be there to connect with you because I know we're all hurting right now. I know it's a very hard time in the country, but let's come together. Let's have a little humor. Let's have a little community. Let's have a little constructive criticism of each other and building each other up. And let's do something new that's outside of their whole control grid system. And that's ultimately why we do the products and we plug the products. We plug the products to support the show. Nobody else does this. When they read you a code for something that they claim to sell, they don't even sell it at all. They're just reading a code for something. They go, hey, I'm making 7%. And because of volume, because they pay me this outrageous amount to promote the thing, I do it. I don't know anything about it. Cradle to grave, nose to tail. I know everything about Dreamwave PM. I created this product. This product has 50 milligrams of full spectrum CBD, 3 to 6 milligrams of melatonin, and 50 to 100 milligrams of German CO2 extracted blue chamomile. This did not exist before I created it. Nobody came to me and said, we're going to use you as a mouthpiece to create this new brand or blend or whatever. I created this stuff because I love it. And I know it's the top quality on the market. I could get it for the best price. And because I own both the manufacturing and the shipping, I can provide you 20 teens prices on supplements, on CBD. Anthony does quite the same thing with the deals that we offer on these handcrafted ingredients. All these things are made and shipped in-house. Dreamwave PM, incredible formula. Ultra Green is the nano CBD. It's emulsified, surrounded in a lectin layer. It's a lot more, it is water soluble. It's like 95% bioavailable. And then we've got the Ultra Chill, which is the blend I created for my father, Alex Jones. Wow, you say, hey, Dreamwave, that's $37. Ultra Chill, that's $59. Why is that? The reason why it's expensive, 200 milligram, 4-to-1, super powerful ashwagandha extract in here. Theobromine, cacao flavonoid, better than caffeine, longer lasting, less or no jitters to no jitters. Ultra Chill also contains CBG as well as CBD to modulate and to activate all of the receptors and help the CBD work and be more effective. And you're still paying nominally more than that than you would for the sleep blend. And guess what? When you use code CBD to save 20% on this product, I believe it's set up this way. And if it's not, after the broadcast, I'll check it out and fix it. Use code CBD on Ultra Chill. I think that gets you 40% off. Not sure on that. You got to double check it, and I'll double check it on my end. But we got all these discount codes for you. This stuff is flying off the shelf at the market because, like, let me tell you, like, I was able to add a sample one. I was letting people smell it. This stuff smells like pancakes, blueberry muffins. This stuff smells like your grandma's best tea that you drank as a kid when you were sick. You're going to love it. I highly recommend you check out jonescbd.com. That's jonescbd.com. I've also got Shroom Force, which I was heavily promoting at the market as well. These are all 4-to-1 extracts, top quality, single ingredient, really high milligram count on all of these. The same dose that's used in the studies. Get your reishi, get your ashwagandha, get your lion's mane, get your cordyceps. Get them from shroomforce.com. You can bundle and save. You can get these packs. Anthony, you're taking the Ultimate Drive Pack. What's that like for your fitness, exercise, and mental state?
I love it. It's the locked in feeling. It's just stimulating. It's clean energy. You know, when you take like a pre-workout, for example, like I take Gorilla Mind sometimes, it's very stimmy. You know, you get like almost like jittery, you know. You don't get that with the cordyceps. You feel just like calm. Actually, it's weird.
Right.
But, like you have like more cardio.
For
like
people for people that don't understand, there are a whole world of things that you can take that are caffeine-free stimulants that are really going to help you from like a nootropic angle, from an antioxidant angle, like ginkgo biloba, like the maidenhair on here that you see. Why do I sell this specifically? Well, every now and again, I'll get migraines, I'll get headaches. It's not super often, happens a few times a year. When I take this product, it increases the blood circulation in the brain and increases the blood flow. This stuff is amazing for like your head ever hurt from thinking? Like that's what this is here for. And when you talk about the cordyceps, not only does this boost ATP, not only does this boost oxygen carrying capacity, making exercise physically easier, this is a super powerful nootropic. And this will make you feel good. It really will. That's the truth. I mean, my roommate Jack, when we were like messing around making this stuff originally, he was just eating like grams of it raw. And he was like, I feel amazing. I was like, I bet you do. So
it's hilarious.
We got all that on shroomforce.com. You can ask me about any and every one of these formulas. I can.
There was actually somebody that was that bought the ashwagandha, and like because the guy was like, "Oh, I've bought an ashwagandha before, it doesn't work, like whatever." Right. And he had no idea. Like I brought it up to him when we were talking to the guy. He had no idea about the cortisol thing. I told him like how it takes cortisol and it turns into testosterone. And he had no idea. And like, that's what was like what sold him. So a lot of people don't even know what this stuff actually does.
Yeah. And that's called, what you're breaking down here is called a mechanism of action. All right. And that's what's so cool about Shroom Force. And this is why I do the plugs. This is why I try to educate the customer, the viewer out there. These are powerful ingredients that you've been lied to about. You've been told that you get some sort of generic vitality, energy, whatever, and you got to take 5 of them in a shotgun blend. Doesn't do anything. These have powerful mechanisms of action. The ashwagandha product that Anthony is talking about right here in the Ultimate Brain Pack, what it does is cholesterol, the master thing used to make all the hormones in the body. Think about it like this. You got a pipe due to a negative feedback loop that's making more cortisol, the stress hormone, from the cholesterol. What does the ashwagandha do? It has a biphasic effect. Number one, it activates the GABA receptors in the brain, which will relax you and should lower your cortisol already. And then number two, it literally takes the cholesterol food source and shifts it towards making testosterone or other sex hormones if you're a male or female. So like it's amazing. And what does lion's mane do? It boosts and promotes brain-derived neurotropic factor, neuroplasticity, all this stuff. And here's the thing. Everyone else selling you this stuff, they don't give you enough that works. I'm giving you 600 milligrams of cap and a 60 count.
That's most people could not explain it. Most people could not explain like you just did that try to sell this
absolutely.
Stuff. Like, the whole scientific breakdown.
It's energy, bro. And like, we don't do that here. Look this up on PubMed. Look it up on Google Scholar. If you've got anything you're trying to overcome right now, if you've got a bunch of work you're trying to get done, you're trying to get in better shape, you're trying to be a better, mother, father, husband, whatever. Like, if you want to improve your life and you're looking at various, it's like a skill tree. You got an area, it's a little messed up. You want to put some work into it. Build a new habit with lion's mane. Work out easier with cordyceps. Reduce your stress and be able to do more with ashwagandha or golden root. There are so many options here, and the power is up to you. And it empowers you both from a perspective of getting something that improves your life, and it helps support the show, which gives you the best information around. So it truly is a 360 win, and I really appreciate everyone listening to the plug. Anthony, tell them about what you do with Ungovernable. Tell them about the sunscreen at first.
Yeah, sure.
What is this?
So this is our sunscreen. It's made with non-nano zinc oxide, tallow, coconut pieces, and cocoa butter. And it's absolutely amazing. It's an SPF of 25. You don't want to be putting cancerous products on your body or on your family's body. Like, people, there's this one guy gets mad in the chat, but I'll say it. I don't care. I think that the cancerous products that we're putting on our body and then going into the sun is what's giving us cancers and stuff. I don't think people back in the day really had all of these problems. I think that these are more modern issues because we started putting chemicals all over ourselves. We started eating, we literally started cooking with submarine lubricants, and we started putting petroleum oil all over our skin. And we wonder why we have all of these problems, because we're being poisoned. We're being poisoned. We're being taken away from what God gave us naturally. Okay. People have been cooking and using tallow for skincare for thousands of years. Why did we stop all of a sudden? Why did heart disease rise up? Why did autism go crazy? Why did all these diseases come out of nowhere? Because we're literally eating sludge. We're putting these poisons on our skin. So what we do at the Ungovernable Project is we give you guys a product that is natural, that is made from the things that God put on the earth, that is healing, that actually causes real change and healing and effects in your life and into your family's life. So
We
we have
love
it for
it. And the
cooking, we
most
have it for
important
skincare.
thing, you got all the skincare, you got all the deodorant. That's all incredible. People need to cook with this because it's going to make them healthier.
Exactly. Yeah, it's going to make you lose fat. It's not going to make you have that bloated feeling. You're going to feel satiated. You're not going to always be tired. Like, we're not supposed to be putting this stuff in our body. It's like think about the whole transhumanism idea, right? They're trying to turning us into robots. So they're literally telling you, they're giving you your oil. Have you ever seen how they make a seed oil? It's one of the most disgusting things you've ever seen in your life.
We got to make commercials with that in there.
It's so disgusting. Like, you're literally eating sludge that they make from machines, and you're heating it up and cooking all your food in it. And they're telling you that, butter and tallow and all this stuff is raising your cholesterol. Yeah, the good cholesterol, the cholesterol that you need, that's going to keep your brain from getting Alzheimer's. Like, you're being lied to in every single way, guys. And this is what we want to provide, these products for people, so you don't have to live this poisoned life. You can live a life free.
When does the beard oil drop?
Should be dropping in the next 2 weeks. And we
what
also have,
what does the beard oil contain? Maybe break that down for people.
it's going to have beeswax in it. It's going to have castor oil. It's going to have it's going to be a cedar and sandalwood, tallow, and I forget the other thing Emily's going to put in it, but she has a whole entire ingredients list. It's all going to be natural stuff. Just like how we do our tallow, we're going to infuse everything. It's going to be next level. It's going to be in a little silver tin. We have like the whole all of our marketing and stuff. It's gonna be that guy. He's gonna have a beard. It's gonna be sick.
And you guys are so careful about the packaging, all of it. You really care. You're really on top of everything. That's why I feel so good about promoting the Ungovernable Project. Is these really are products everyone needs to take. Everyone would be better off if they had a relationship with the Ungovernable Project and they were freeing themselves from this toxic seed oils and returning to what God always intended us to use, which is the beef tallow and the cow, which is such an incredible animal.
Amen.
And I want to remind people, here's the thing. When this is gone, 50%off.com. I've got Brain Force Plus. When this is over, it's over. You want a real souvenir? Okay. And I own this inventory legally, by the way. I acquired it back in the day. But it's got that logo on there. That logo ain't ever going to be on any products ever again. And when I am 90 years old, and when I have the great grandchildren on my knee, and they're bouncing on Peepaw's knee, and I'm like, well, see this formula here. I was selling this back in 17. I was selling this. Like, that's literally what it's going to be. And if you want to have that same kind of info warrior moment, if you want something always, it's kind of, they keep candles and stuff. Kind of, you want something like that. Get a bottle of Brain Force while it's still around. Brain Force Plus available for a limited time, and of course, I'm always going to bring this up. I'm always going to promote this, because if I got everybody in this live stream to subscribe to one product a month, I would be okay right now. But I got to do this. Got to tell you guys about this. Knockout Sleep Support. This price has not increased since 2015. Nobody else is going to treat you like that. Nobody else is going to do you that benefit. It's going to give you that much of an outrageously good offer. And here's the thing that I'm discovering. People like being treated like garbage. And it's so weird, because I don't want to do that to people. People are like, well, if it's not super expensive, it ain't going to work for me. Like, I heard this so much at the market. Well, I'm taking this mushroom stack and it's in a coffee and it's $78. And I'm literally like, get better products for like a fourth of the price that you're going to pay. Get Knockout. Get things on 50%off.com. Go to the Ungovernable Project. Go to Jones CBD. I'm telling you, man, Anthony, the money that people spend on these like shotgun blends, things that come from like a giant factory in China, you name it, like, it's not good. You could be getting better value, and these are things you need already. This is a hell of a lot better than a bottle of Jack Daniels to help you go to sleep.
Exactly.
A hell of a lot better.
And they skimp you out. All these big companies, all these big box brands, like they're not giving you what you're giving them, when it comes to the mushrooms, when it comes to all this stuff. Like the tallow, for example, like people are always like, oh, I cook with olive oil or avocado oil. They cut that stuff. There's canola oil in olive oil. There was a huge mafia bust that happened where the mafia got busted because they were putting canola oil in the olive oil that was coming from Italy. So you can't get away from this stuff,
Yeah, and we the thing that's amazing about the animal is that it's at the end of the food chain, and like you can control a lot that happens there versus, like it's just do you know where the goo comes from when they give you the goo? Absolutely not. Where like you got like your tallow is grass finished, correct, and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
of course. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
that's the whole thing. Because the cow eats the grass and is able to turn the grass through its four stomachs, being a ruminant animal, into being the K2 rich, the vitamin D rich, all this stuff, just to have literally everything you need. Talk about that.
Exactly. Yeah, it's regenerative farming. So the cows are constantly moving. They're eating grass all day. If there's no grass, then they'll be supplemented with alfalfa hay, things like that.
Right.
But they're not eating corn. They're not eating anything GMO. Like they're not in a little trough. So like
Right.
most of the meat that you're eating and most of these companies, that's what you're eating when you go to like HEB and stuff. I hate to tell you that. Like if you're not buying actual grass-fed, pasture-raised, grass-finished cow, you're eating from a factory farm. It's pretty sad. I mean, I can't say that for all places, but a lot of these places. So when you have a regenerative ranch, that's where you get a grass.
More not cool with factory farming and the abuse of
Disgusting.
animals. Animals are creations of God, and they should have a good life and be treated with respect. We have dominion over them, of course, and we can eat them. But
no
at the
reason
same
for
time,
it.
like they deserve to be happy as well.
Well, you know what it is, Rex, is because we need to have AI data centers instead.
That's right.
That's why.
That's right. We must have a 62 square mile data center to save.
Fuck the cows. They don't need the grass. They're
Dude,
fine.
that's the thing is like they made people in Europe cull their herds and kill their cattle while they're building data centers all around us.
I'm infuriated, man. Like every day I have to fight the monster within myself to just break,
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to say like anything, but like I'm just like, how much more do I take as a man?
No, it's brutal. And think about that. Like
it's crushing us.
The beautiful cow and the little calf, and they're going to have a great life. And the cow is going to be food for people and allow people to live their best empowered life. And that's the deal given to us by God. Killing the cow, killing the calf. They can't live out in the field. They can't eat the grass because Bill Gates says so. Think about that.
Disgusting.
Absolutely disgusting. But this has been a really good show. I really appreciate everyone being in here. I wanted more people to call in. I will be honest. I wanted more people to call in. I wanted the phone lines to light up, but we're going to get better at doing it. This has been an impromptu live. Really appreciate everyone watching right now. I'm going to go watch a Sean Strickland fight.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Okay.
Me too. We'll be back.
We're going to watch the UFC. Really appreciate everyone here tonight.
God bless, guys.
Love you all. And
bro.
Peace out. Much love. We'll see you tomorrow on Gray Area. And
Monday.
I will see you on Monday for American Journal with Anthony. Really appreciate all of you guys.
God bless, guys. Good night.
God bless. Peace out.